video.
And well, when you added that, I couldn't tell anymore.
Right. Yeah, that definitely. I need to get a new one. Actually, I need to get something different. I just need a big banner with like Francisco and Paul's face.
Of course, I like.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I like that.
Oh yeah,
You can
I like it too.
You can incorporate the POW as part of pauljpowers.com.
Oh, there you go. There you go. We got this. We got
Not
this.
that you need to promote my website on every stream you do, but I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Don't we? Don't we? Though?
This was actually a gift from my mom a couple years ago. I was like, "This is perfect."
Wham! She hit you with that one, huh?
She did.
Hey, so Francisco, I got a couple questions for you.
Okay.
Whenever you get there. No. What I'm saying is, I'm not going to try to push you there right now. But
thank you. Appreciate that.
So why are we asking about KG52, Paul?
Oh, because there's this. It's mostly in Spanish, that version.
Really?
And I was wondering. I want to get a translated version of that.
It's. Did you mean reggaeton instead of reggae?
Yes.
Reggaeton.
Yes.
I'm surprised he did a reggaeton album. Or track.
No, he just did a remix of a song, and it's
nice.
What is this?
I love reggaeton.
I didn't know is it a group?
No, reggaeton is a style.
Oh.
I'm back. Oh, okay. All right, let's try this again, Steven.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Oh.
No, so here, this is what it sounds like. Go ahead and talk.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4.
Say you've been frozen in carbonite.
Like that.
Okay.
That's really odd. I don't know what would be causing that.
Okay.
What's up, Stacy?
Oh, I forgot.
What's
we
up,
had chat.
Cast?
Hey everyone,
I plan the chat for you, buddy.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm way behind. We're trying to figure out. I was having video issues. Steven's having audio issues. So appreciate more prayers. You guys, I was barely paying attention to Discord. You just were praying over technical difficulties. Well, more prayers. Pray harder.
Shakamai. So let's go say, bring me to the solo.
Right. Bring me the solo to the hut.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Carbonite.
Let me try this one.
So
what's the?
That's not it.
So, but yeah, reggaeton is actually a style of music. It's a kind of a combination of hip hop and salsa.
Oh, okay.
And I was talking with a buddy of mine about it, like the differences of it, and he's from Guatemala, and he's like, Dallas, this is how I say that you should. This is how you understand the difference. In hip hop, it's on the shoulders. In salsa, it's on the hips.
Oh,
But reggaeton is the whole body.
nice.
Squid, what's up, sis?
Hey, it's good. And Bobo. And
She can still look at me. I'm recording D&D, totally watching this.
Nice, Leslie. Or is that Leslie that said that? Oh,
no, that's Squid.
Oh, Squid.
Squid's part of that group, actually.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
So I put the YouTube link in the private chat, Dallas. If you're curious,
I'm going to save that
for another time.
Yes,
I am.
The stream has been quite a challenge tonight. We're experiencing lots of different issues, but hopefully we'll get there.
Yep.
We're more than halfway there. I mean, 4 out of 5 are already here.
Whoa.
Is that how that works? Okay. I totally forgot to say, and you guys, you can mutiny early, but I was thinking since there's 5 of us, to have it just be your one like and a classic maker, one dislike and a tragic maker.
I thought that was what we were doing.
I mean, yeah, of course that's what we're doing.
I thought that was a general rule. When it's more than 3, you only get 2 options.
Sometimes you go a little more. It depends, but yeah, tonight
depends on how fast you talk.
Bonuses are allowed.
Yes, bonuses are allowed. Exactly.
Bobo's up in here. APK's in the house. APK.
Indeed.
Paul J. Powers needs you to translate some reggaeton music, since you are more fluent in Spanish than anybody on the stream right now. I don't know. Do you speak Spanish, Dale?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
You don't.
Dale's got all kinds of secret
I don't speak
powers.
Spanish.
Yeah, your
Jeez.
volume is a little
Thanks.
lower than normal, Francisco.
Oh, okay. Yeah, is that a bit better?
It's a bit.
Yeah.
When you say
Well, okay,
bit, yeah,
it's
it's bit.
It's fine on my end, guys. You're
Well, as
doing
long as
plenty
it's fine
well.
on your end and the mix is good and we
Yeah,
still hear
exactly,
you and
exactly. It's gonna be fine. Just fine.
oh, hey, I know we're not already, but I know someone who is.
Should have figured to be something like that. Let's see. Let's get this over here.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Yeah.
Did you did you work out my special request?
Yeah, what's your signal?
What? Oh no.
I'm gonna say, ladies and gentlemen, Paul J. Bowers. It's gonna be real obvious. Let's go. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So Stacey goes, please tell Dell to say hi.
Hi.
CajunCurl.com. Baba, Ashley's, I guess, saying something to Baba about Young and Jones and the mental preparation.
Oh, man.
Oh, thank you again, Stephen, for letting me know you're here. Come on.
Test.
Oh,
Hey!
Better. Low. It's the gain. You can start turning the gain up now, but that sounds like a studio mic.
For notes purposes, what did you do?
Oh,
now I can't
can't
hear
hear
you.
you now. Yeah.
Like 0.
Yeah.
When
Zero.
you-
Can't
did
hear
you put the gain down instead of up?
guys?
You gotta
No, I
turn the
can't
knob
hear
the
you.
other direction.
Oh my gosh, guys! I'm sure he's like pro studio
I-
guy. I'm
I
sure he
know
knows
he's
which
pro at
direction to
this.
go.
No, I can't hear
No,
you
I
at
still can't hear
all.
you. It's weird. We heard you.
Whoa,
for just a
whoa,
second.
whoa, I heard
Whoa.
him.
Oh.
You hear that?
Yes.
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 That's fine. All
Check
right.
2.
You're,
Keep
you're
going
real
up
quiet.
if you can, but yeah.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4.
Raise the roof up higher.
Check
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No,
keep going.
1, 2,
No,
3,
no, no,
4.
not your vocal. Your up your volume.
Or is it at max already? Which would be weird if it is, but
Do you have a fat head?
Check 1, 2, 3, 4 now.
It's
Are
the
we-
same
All
volume.
All right. How about this right here? Check 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yes,
1,
that's
2.
better.
keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, can't
More
go with
from
that a
here?
little bit more. Yeah.
All right, a little more, a little more, a little more.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a singer. This is what I do. So if I test it, I'm singing. I'm sorry.
I think you sound great
That's
right
fine.
now.
That's fine.
All right. How's that?
Tell me,
Little
like,
more?
tell me about something that you did today, so I can just look without anyone else talking.
407 years ago, our forefathers brought upon this continent a new
Can go up a
nation,
bit more. Maybe
Wow, he was
Conceived.
busy today.
conceived in the idea that we are all idiots. Friends, comrades, fellow gladiators, I come
Okay,
not to
that-
bury
I
Caesar,
think-
but to name a salad after him.
I think
Very good.
I think that's good.
Steven,
I
can we
think
be
we're-
friends?
What was that?
Can we be
can't
friends?
we be friends?
We are friends on Facebook, Paul. But,
That's
That
right.
was Dallas, but yeah,
all right.
I think Dallas wants to be friends.
I just
Now
voiced
we're having
Paul's,
fun.
I just voiced Paul's commercials.
Guys,
That's true.
it's time to get serious, guys. All right.
Oh.
so let's get
All right.
serious now.
Why
Paul,
serious?
tell me about your day, Paul.
I had more, or I should
Thank
say, I
you,
had.
Paul. Dallas, tell me about your day.
My day was fine. I got up. I recorded an
Awesome.
episode.
Dale, can you tell me about your day, please?
I work.
Can you raise Dale a little bit, Dallas?
Keep talking about-
Yeah.
Keep talking, Dale.
I worked. I came home, watched television for a bit, and I came here.
All right, we're good.
Okay, cool.
All
And
right.
Steven.
Now, for those
Give
people
me-
who weren't here before,
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not done yet, Paul.
Give me 1 second here. I got to reset my Pro Tools thing now to make sure I'm actually recording my separate audio.
Oh, yes,
But,
please do.
Are we doing that?
Sound,
Yes, if you
please
can.
record your own audio. Yes.
I can do that.
Good. And
Are we doing a double ender, or you just want me to go for it?
Okay.
All right.
No,
Am
no.
I still good?
record only yours because yes, it's gonna be like quadruple end or whatever on my end. So don't
Well, you can record
everyone's.
Dale's with yours if you want.
Yeah,
well, yeah,
that's
Dell's
what
gonna be
you-
on a separate track also.
Okay, you don't have to do that, but yeah, I mean you can. That's fine.
It's-
That's
it's
just easier.
default.
All right, then
That's
just
fine.
do that. That's fine.
It's default.
Just as long as you're not picking us up on your recording.
No, actually, what I'm gonna send you is a singular file, and you'll have to break it into mono,
That's fine.
and,
I-
and that mono will have 14 tracks, and it'll have two stereo. It'll have left right track of us together, all of us together,
Okay.
and then I'll be on a separate track and he'll be on a separate track.
Why 14 other tracks though?
Because
Because-
you have the soundtrack to Star Wars, and you have the
I have the John Billings version.
yes.
Do you,
Nice.
Francisco, do you care if
Yes,
it's
sir.
mono or stereo or what?
It's good.
It's gonna mix down to mono, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, look
It's
at
14
that
tracks
sweet
because of that.
You can
controller.
just send me mono. I'd rather the bit rate be higher. I think I'm bit rate. Yeah, I think that's the one. I forget which one's volume, which one's actually audio quality, but yeah. So 48 kilobytes per second. Is that what we said, Paul?
I don't
I thought it was
remember.
88 kilohertz.
Kilohertz. Yeah. Whatever it is. Yes. Do that one.
Oh, you want it 48?
Yes. If,
Alright.
yeah.
No,
Because then
44.
that lines up with that. Yours is 44, Paul.
No, I don't know. I don't remember.
I'm in 44.1, but I can do 48 if you want.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, hang on a minute.
Thank you. Jeez, these guys are so high maintenance.
Okay.
Jeez.
I know. What jerks.
Stop whining.
He's really, yeah. I think we got it, guys. I think you can, just get down to yes. Okay, and defeat the Huns, Ashley. All right. Oh, unless you said that.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm.
you guys don't have to go through the whole.
I'm
Move
very
On
happy to be
soundtrack
here.
over there.
Very nice to see you all again.
Or first time, as the case may be. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Is that deal with? Wow. I'll be right back. I have to. Go
What's
get
the matter?
mine. Speaking of soundboards, I need to go get mine.
All right.
That's the matter, Paul.
Oh boy.
Steven, what do you do?
Go ahead.
Steven, what do you do?
I am
I'm a cop, you idiot.
Yeah. No, I am many things. I am a gospel singer. I am from Michigan. I travel and sing gospel music. I play several different instruments. I am a ventriloquist. I'm also an ordained Baptist preacher. So I primarily sing and preach in churches, but I also do RV parks, senior homes. One time I sang for a family reunion, didn't even know the family, but they asked me to come sing, so whatever.
Oh wow.
I've done state fairs, county fairs, kind of whatever. Pre-pandemic, I was what?
Can you edit yourself and be your own barbershop quartet?
Actually, yes.
Excellent.
There's videos of me doing that on Facebook. I've sung.
We know
all
who to
four
go
parts.
to if someone gets lost in the space-time continuum again.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I'm gonna pause you guys. Can you all hear this?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let's see.
Yes.
Let me go through the checklist. Do any of you have a hard stop time?
Yeah.
No.
Jesus
It's-
Returns.
Yeah, that'd be it. It's I'm in Michigan. It's 11:06 my time. My wife and boys are in bed, so this is my time.
All right.
Let's see.
I
So-
drink a NOS. The only thing I have to worry about is
You are
that Dale
mine now.
has to drive
You
home.
belong to me.
You got swap time?
Not really.
Are you a functional driver at night?
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
Let's see.
Okay. All right.
Because he doesn't live underneath that Wham sign. He has to leave
does not.
eventually.
Steven, do you have? So what we're doing is one like and a classic maker and one dislike and a tragic maker. Do you have your? Can you cull yours down to that? I know it's usually 2 and 1, and 2 at the other.
Yeah, I just realized I left my notes upstairs. I may need to run and get those real quick.
All right, that's fine. I
Pardon me.
think,
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Has he been on before? I don't remember.
No, this is Steven's first time.
All right, so he needs to take the oath.
Oh, thank you, Paul. Oh my gosh.
Well, it's in the
Thank
checklist.
you. It is. Oh yeah, at the bottom there. Okay, I haven't gotten to it yet. So.
Okay, good. At least you're using the checklist. That's
I am
good.
He's
using
getting
the
there.
checklist.
He's getting there.
Yeah.
Dale, Paul, or Dallas, do you have a spiritual topic for tonight?
I got something cooking in the back of my mind.
Okay. Paul.
I don't.
Okay. Dale.
Maybe. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
I know
have
you do,
something.
Francisco. Do you
Yeah,
still
I
have it?
Yeah, I wrote it
Okay,
down.
good.
So I'll ask Steven when he gets back. Let's see.
While we're
Change-
waiting on Steven, Francisco, for the opening skit, I have the Joker laugh on a separate track. Do you want me to play that after?
I wanted it, so yes, I want. Yes, so play that. That'd be perfect, and then I'll do the music when I would normally do the music. So
Okay,
that's
so I do
fantastic.
it before, right after you say episode. Don't wait for the music to play.
Yeah, don't wait for the music to play. 'Cause
Okay.
that's going to be the lead in into the music. Yeah.
Got it.
So, oh, by the way, did anyone have a good Joker voice? Anyone do a good Mark Hamill?
Yeah.
But now I'm tan. I'm wedge. What do you say? I'm tan. I'm rested, and I'm ready to give this town a wedgie again.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It's not Mark Hamill.
Way.
JL or Dallas?
I mean, I can do an evil clown laugh, but I don't know if I can pull the voice.
Batarangs, you're just a little boy in a podcast. Try. It'd be funny if it weren't
all right.
so pathetic. Oh, what the heck?
Here's what we're going to do.
Welcome!
That was bad.
You're not going to need to do the laugh, but I'm going to hear Paul say this and then Steven say this. So,
Oh, no.
It's in the private chat. Let's have Paul do it first.
Oh,
Behind all the sturm? Behind all the
Sturm? Yeah, it's
sturm and
weird.
batterings, you're just a little boy in a... No, I'm starting too high. A little boy in a podcast. Crying out for Harley. Mommy and Daddy. It would be fun if it weren't so pathetic. Oh, what the heck? I'll listen anyway to this episode of the Retro Rewind Podcast.
Okay.
let me
Steven?
try it. It's true, Batsy. I know everything. And behind all the sturm and the batarangs, you're just a little boy in a podcast crying for mommy and daddy. It'd be funny if it weren't so pathetic. Ah, what the heck? I'll laugh anyway.
It's listen anyway. Both of you going off script.
Listen
It's
anyway.
right there.
It's fine. Oh, no, I bow down to Steven on that one.
Yeah, I was going to say,
That's all right.
Steven, I like that. So
I'm a ventriloquist. I'm used to bending my voice.
Nice. So you don't have to do the laugh. Paul's actually going to
Okay.
play the laugh when you finish that line. So just end it at Retro Rewind. And instead of RP, it's Retro Rewind Podcast. Thank you, Paul. Perfect. So we'll go. So yeah, I'll listen to this episode of the Retro Rewind Podcast. Paul will play the laugh. When that gets served to the end of it, I'll press the music. I wish, man, if I had my druthers, I'd be totally into like seeing what you guys are talking in chat. I'm so scattered tonight.
We're so far behind.
So far behind. I just can't give you guys attention. I love that you all are here. Love you all, but yeah, I have to focus on this right now.
We're just discussing what kind of cars we are.
Or we're just disgusting.
All
Oh,
right.
Discussing. Sorry.
Wow. Okay, I did my chapstick, have my water.
Hey, real quick,
That's how it goes. Yes, go for it.
Since I'm the new kid on board here, I know Francisco and Paul. I don't know our other friends here.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So
Well, there's Wham.
let me get through the checklist and we can do introductions.
Sorry, that one was delivered slow freight. Sorry.
Wait, what?
I didn't
not
get the
kidding.
joke right away. I said it was delivered slow freight.
Oh, the wham joke that Paul
The
was
wham, yep.
making?
So,
Oh.
yeah. Post service has been
We'll wake you
off.
up before we go. Because that's a Wham joke.
Yes, I got that. Okay. So we're gonna do that later. Paul has the technicals. Oh, Steven, did you have a spiritual speculation question for the bonus round content?
Yeah, the only I noticed.
You don't have to share, just if you have some.
Yeah,
thought
I got an
or
idea.
theme or okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Now,
And a Bible
Do you-
verse to go with it.
awesome. I'm gonna post this.
What's
Just
that
for
supposed to mean?
convenience sake in the private chat here, but it's the oath we have the new guests take whenever someone's new. So I'll post it there so you can just. And I'm just
Yeah,
gonna record
Toby,
you.
you gotta
reading.
take the oath. The oath?
It starts off with In Darkest Night.
And
Wrong
brightest
oath.
day.
I
In
prefer
darkness.
it was a dark and stormy night.
Oh my gosh, you guys. All right, so it's in the private chat. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. I'll hit record, and then you can record.
All right. Oh wait, I'm sorry. So I record my Pro
No,
Tools audio
I'm-
now. Is what
I'm,
you're
re-
saying?
I'm recording it. You just talk. I'm recording your end of it. So
It looks
whenever you're ready.
it looks a little short in the private chat.
Yeah,
I,
cut
your,
it off.
your name give permission to Francisco.
Really?
Yeah.
4 of you?
I, Stephen Forster, give permission to Francisco Ruiz and the Retro Rewind podcast to use my voice and vocal commentaries recorded within the Retro Rewind podcast in any past, present, and or future recordings of the Retro Rewind podcast in any and all media.
That's it in chat. Oh, wait,
in perpetuity, without any restrictions and with no expectation to receive compensation now or in the future as it relates to any past, present, or future recordings of the Retro Rewind podcast.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Now we
Excellent.
need a drop of your blood, and we'll be good to go. So
I came prepared with stool samples, so I wasn't sure if you need anything. Beyond that.
You ask for it.
I did.
There's a line you drew, and I just cartwheel over it. That's just
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened here. Okay, let's see.
I will be eating EL fudge cookies tonight, just so you know.
Oh, I
Yummy.
loved those as a kid. I haven't had
All
any
right.
since then.
So,
Nice. Oh, the grasshopper. Those were the best. Sorry.
introducing everyone. Yes, I am Francisco, captain of the pod. This is XO Paul. But yeah, you know us.
I'm PaulJPowers.com.
Okay, sorry, Paul. jpowers.com. But the other gentlemen joining us are Dallas Mora of Geek Devotions.
Hello.
A YouTube channel called Geek Devotions, letting people, geeks particularly, know that they're loved. And then Dale is just another rewinder, part of the community that's been on a couple times. He is on for, was it Muppet Christmas Carol? No, it wasn't. It was, it was Mickey's Christmas Carol, right, Dale?
And Enemy of the State.
Enemy of the State. That's right. That's
Yeah.
the one. Why'd you blow up the building? Anyone? Because you made a phone call. Wow.
Stop
Wow.
it!
Wow. No, you stop it, Paul. And then Steven, for Dale and Dallas, you guys were, I think you were sharing a little bit, but yeah, Steven, you're a music producer, a puppeteer, a singer.
Ordained
you-
preacher of the gospel.
ordained preacher of the gospel.
He's Batman.
And Batman, apparently.
Because I'm Batman.
That's fair.
Any other questions or any other that from anyone before we get going here?
Why is there
If you
one
choke a
friend so far
Smurf,
in the
what color
background?
do they turn?
Purple.
One at a time. What was it, Steven?
Why is our other friend so far in the background? Is he scared?
That's
of
where I
the
got
camera?
put.
Dallas?
Dale knocked them against the wall and it went wham and he's still recovering.
It's the best way to have him in the same room as me and record.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
So
no
usually
judgment.
Dallas and his wife Celeste will record and they stream from that room and what have you. But yeah,
No, it is not true.
I thought I was telling the truth, but all right, Paul.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I think we're pretty much good to go, guys. So let's see. I'm going to ask Dallas to pray for us, please, before
Okay.
you get going.
Yeah, Lord, we just thank you for your awesome presence and grace. We thank you for the opportunity to come together as friends and new friends to talk about Batman and to laugh about it and to joke about it and to bring joy to those who are watching and to those who will be listening later to the actual podcast. We pray, Lord, that all evening long we just enjoy this time. We have fun, we laugh, we joke. We pray for your hand to be on all the equipment. We pray the stream doesn't die on us and that everything goes well. And then we just have a relaxed evening today. Amen.
Amen. Forgot something else I don't have ready, so let me do that.
Is that the bathroom?
While you're doing that, I was going to say, did you pray something so beautiful and spiritual when you guys were doing a review of Liar Liar or some of those movies like that?
Maybe. I forget. It's possible.
Pull the tape.
I don't record the prayers usually.
Me too.
What's it supposed to mean?
Once I get this ready, guys, I'm going to ask you to give me a thumbs up if you're all ready to actually hit record.
How much time do you need
For what?
to be ready? How much of a window do I have?
If you
Squid,
need
what's
a
better
restroom or
than me?
something, Go for it.
All right.
Yeah, just go. It's fine.
I'll be right back, okay?
Okay. You guys and your soundboards. Okay, get this ready. I'll share. Gonna do Brave tab of this one.
Are we sure of Bite Me Army?
Not that now. I want what are you guys talking about in chat?
I'm just laughing at the chat, man. We're enjoying the chat.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm
I
just
still get my
because
soundboard. You
I
do,
missed the
SoCast.
chat, so I'm like, what's going on? I want to know. Let's see.
We're talking about
There.
Bite Me Army.
Wow. Well, are they members of Smote You, Team Smote You? If so, then I approve.
Oh my gosh. I'm waiting for you to review Ankle Biters, Francisco.
Is that a movie?
Yeah.
I
I give you 2 guesses about what it's about. The movie's called Ankle Biters.
Baby
Nope.
biting guys.
Nope. One last guess.
Oh, ankles that bite the people that they're parts of their leg.
Nope. Midget vampires.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, little people vampires.
Wow.
That's the politically correct way.
Yes. Why does your thing say D&D?
Dallas. Yeah.
Oh.
Welcome to the show.
Very clever.
The chat suggested it.
Oh, I see. Let's see. Steven, I was going to ask you a question while we were waiting, but now it escapes me. What is it?
Like Joker from Arkham.
Yes.
Ha ha ha. Oh, I'll.
Funny.
I don't know if it makes
Go ahead.
sense. That's okay. To ask this now or in the show. I think I'll just ask it now. If it's apropos to the show, we'll bring it up again then. But which version did you watch of this? Did you watch the theatrical? Did you watch the DVD? I don't have it. Hold on.
The uncut or the
HBO
the
Max.
censored?
This is the one on the. If you have this DVD with Joker's face gone, then it's censored. It's like a PG rating, or it's unrated, and then the uncut version is PG-13, I believe. So
I have the uncut version on DVD.
I saw the PG-13 version on HBO Max,
Okay. So,
which
and
I've
Paul
wondered what the version was that I saw as a kid, because there were a couple things that made me go, what?
Okay.
I don't remember
So,
that.
well, if it comes up, I'll mention the things that are different because I did watch the one specific scene that is different, very clearly different.
I saw all the scenes that are different. There's a YouTube video that does an excellent job, and I'll share that in the Facebook group next week.
Nice. I like it. All right. I want to see Team Womp Bite, okay? That's not something we need in our lives, guys.
Hi.
We did watch Celeste. Celeste put in the chat. We watched the music video that was gloriously 90s.
Of this? This was their.
There's a music video that goes along with this movie, and it has like Static X and a couple other
Yeah.
cats.
I don't think I knew that. That's cool.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh,
Well,
It
guys,
is terribly 90s.
Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to hit record. Not start necessarily, but hit record on your devices or your software or whatever it is. I don't see a thumbs up from Dale. I don't know if he's ready.
well, Dallas had 2 thumbs. I guess that didn't count.
That's
Wow.
okay. All right. On mark, hit record. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark.
Hi, Mark. Oh, hi,
What about
Mark.
Luke?
And mine
He's the
didn't
doctor.
press. So
Matthew
let's
Mark
try
of
that
John X.
again. Now mine is
And
going. So I will be
romance.
delayed from all of you, but that's okay.
Check
I
one.
love terribly 90s things, Ashley. Nice.
Wait. Did you say to stop and do it again? I thought this was
No. No. Did you stop and do it again? Did you stop yours?
I did.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Everyone end theirs. Everyone end
Oh, that was
The
practice.
new kid screwed it up. I know.
it. No,
That's
no,
all right.
I-
It's all right.
I didn't press mine time, so like my thumb slipped off the thing. All right. So once more, is everyone ready to start again recording?
I think Mark was the voice of the Joker in this.
Okay. Oh my gosh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark.
Hello?
Okay. I'm recording me.
Recording now.
All right. Good.
Recording now.
Fantastic. Okay.
And I'm recording, and never mind.
All right. So I think Steven's gonna do the intro. Paul's gonna cue up the ha ha ha's. I have the starting music. Well, then we'll just get going as normal. I have the
I'm first in
trailer
that lineup?
ready.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
You're going to get the ball rolling.
Exactly. I think we're gonna take one more.
We're actually going to start a little late tonight.
Yeah, we're really late. Sorry.
It's all right.
My fault. I had kids, and then
As Bruce
other
Wayne
things,
says, who
and then-
sleeps anymore?
That's right.
Exactly. All right, guys. Well, here we go. Thumbs up if you're ready to actually start recording.
I thought we were recording.
I thought we were
I
already
mean,
recording.
Start the show. Start the show. Sorry. If you're ready to start the show, thumbs up.
Oh, I've been because I'm Batman.
I was born ready.
Ready?
Everyone gave the thumbs up.
Oh, I didn't see. Okay, I was waiting to see everyone all at once.
No, we all
off me,
did.
Cellcast with your hammers or whatever it is.
Oh, those were all
Oh,
salt
bops.
shakers,
Those
and
are
it was like,
bops. No, that's supposed to be Harley Quinn's hammer.
oh,
When
okay,
Suicide Squad
Oh.
came out. Twitch put that in.
nice.
Okay, then here we go. So whenever I'll do a count off, point to you, Steve, or point at the camera, and then you can go, Steven. 5, 4, 3.
It's true, Batsy. I know everything. And behind all the sturm and batarangs, you're just a little boy in a podcast crying for mommy and daddy. It'd be funny if it weren't so pathetic. Ah, what the heck? I'll listen anyway to this episode of the Retro Rewind Pod. Let's do that again.
Redo,
I'm sorry.
redo.
I'm sorry.
You had.
Three.
You almost had.
Hold
That
up.
was excellent, though. What you
Oh,
did
Three.
was-
the voice.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's true, Batsy. I know everything. And behind all the sturm and the batarangs, you're just a little boy in a podcast crying for mommy and daddy. It'd be funny if it weren't so pathetic. Ah, what the heck? I'll listen anyway to the... last
worry.
line, I'm
Time
sorry.
to try. You got this. You want to practice just that part so you get out of your head.
gold.
Yeah.
I'll laugh.
Yeah, the problem was I memorized half this movie as a kid, so I'm trying to undo that right now.
Oh, I totally get
No,
that.
no joke. I can still quote half of Aladdin. All right, here we go.
That's amazing.
It's true, Batsy. I know everything. And behind all the sturm and the batarangs, you're just a little boy in a podcast crying for mommy and daddy. It'd be funny if it weren't so pathetic. Ah, what the heck? I'll listen anyway to this episode of the Retro Rewind Podcast.
Reflux capacitor, fluxing, crew, distinctions. Scanning for Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker, 2000. Prepare to rewind in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome, rewinders and new listeners, to the Retro Rewind Podcast, where we take a fresh look at movies and games from 15 or more years ago. I'm your captain of the pod, Francisco Ruiz, and I'm joined by your XO and mine, Paul, the master, Batarang Interrupter Powers.
I'm very happy to be here because I'm Batman.
Also, for this discussion of the film Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker, we welcome aboard a full crew complement. First, we are glad to have, for the first time, he's a musician, singer, puppeteer, and Christian music producer, Stephen Forrester. Welcome, Stephen.
Why, thank you. I was trying to think of something clever trying to think of a clever introduction, and it did not come. So
No worries. You gave us a great introduction with that voiceover, so thank you. Along with Stephen, we welcome back pastor and co-creator of Geek Devotions, clergy officer Dallas Mora.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's going on, Dallas? And filling out this bat team, we're dang it, Edna 1 mode. All right, fine. What did I have here? And filling out this bat team,
where
we
have where we. I think you meant where we.
That's the problem. Yeah, where we have.
Where we have once again.
And sitting back there is Dale. Hey, what's up?
Keep it gold. Moving on.
Oh, CT, I'm sorry I missed you. Yes, I'm glad you're here, but bye. All right. And end of Edna mode. And filling out this bat team where we have a. Dang it again! This doesn't count. This is still the same end. Still the same.
You
And
just
you
said
get to
end it, so you don't
but,
end it.
But no, I don't end it. I don't end it.
Oh, okay.
Filling out
Take it
this
back.
bat team where we have filling out. There's no where. I don't want where. Comma. We.
Oh, where.
Suckhouse is giving you extra hammers.
English.
Same man has
is
different
a hard
stakes.
language.
I was thinking, oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where?
Where?
Where once again we have.
To the beach.
We once again have. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're good now. Now this is the actual end of Edna mode.
Uh-huh.
For realsies this time.
We haven't heard that before.
Done, Paul.
Never.
And filling out this Bat team, we once again have Terminator of Pests and Lover of Burgers, Wardale Dale White. Welcome, Dale.
Sup? Hey.
Sup? And Dale, this is actually your third time on the pod. Do you know what that means?
Woohoo!
I wouldn't know. Tell me.
You have to pay taxes now, extra.
Well, that ain't gonna happen.
No.
Well,
It
if
means
it's
you
the
are
third time
now-
on the pod in one day. That's kind of a scary thing. But
Wow.
get the doctor check
means
that out.
You are now an official member of the crew with the rank of shipman. So congratulations. What department would you like to serve in, Dale?
Hey, I'm new to this thing, so tell me.
Okay, how about, well, we have...
You're the garbage cleanup. That's what.
Wow. Sanitation, you're regulating Dale to sanitation. Nice. How
Well, if
about
he said he
work in
doesn't know,
engine
nobody
room?
wants that. You got to give him.
Oh, gosh. Engine room, you could work with Dallas and the clergy. You could work, let's see, you could be technology ops. You could be tactics. There's lots. Just think of
Historian.
the things on a boat you would like to work in. Where would that be?
Crow's nest.
Mop
Hey.
the poop deck.
I don't know.
Mop the poop deck. There you go. Sanitation. department.
I think I'm
Yes.
above that, but
Well, you like burgers. You want to be the cook?
Oh yeah, we could use that. We could always use more cooks.
well, I don't think you want my burger. So
Oh, great.
we're
all
gonna
right.
die.
To be
We'll figure
determined.
it out. We'll figure it out. But congratulations on your promotion, Dale. So glad to have you as an official member of the crew.
I'm just glad y'all let me come back here.
Of course, it's awesome having you back.
Now you're stuck
Now
here
that-
because you have a rank.
Exactly. You can never leave.
As long as I'm not rank. You know, okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying there. No, you just have a rank. And now that you all have a quick flyby of who we are, Paul, can you give us a quick overview of the production specs for Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker?
Sure. Batman Beyond Return of the Joker was first released December 12th, 2000 for an for the edited cut. It runs an hour and 16 minutes. Wait, no, it's not rated PG-13, the one that was released in 2000.
I
It's
did
rated
the
PG.
IMDb one. So what do you want from me? This is what
I
gave you.
expect accurate details that I'm giving people. I don't mean to be a liar. Sorry, people. It was directed by Kurt Gita, if that's how you pronounce his last name. And it was written by Paul Dini, Glenn Murakami. Why do you give me these names? And Bruce Timm.
Why do these people make these movies that have hard names? Why can't
Yeah.
you get John Smith?
I'm not
writing a movie?
against
Jeez.
people with weird names making movies. I'm against you making me pronounce them.
Well,
With
on
lead
that, on that Kurt, it's
Can't
Kurt
read.
Jetta.
Oh, it is
Oh,
Kurt Jetta.
Kurt
Okay,
Jetta.
thank you, Dale.
All right. Like a
can't
Jedi, but with the Jetta, maybe the female version. I don't know. With lead stars being Will Friedle, Mark Hamill, Kevin Conroy, and music was composed by Christopher Carter. Are you ready for the box office trivia game?
I think I'm ready. Dale, Dallas, and Steven. Steven's ready. Dale and
All right.
Dallas.
Let's go.
There was a box
Shit.
office.
All right.
Chat,
Unfortunately,
are you ready?
this movie
Oh.
was not released in box office. It was direct to video. And even then, the budget for Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, nor its profits can be substantiated since precise records were not kept after Tannen shot a newspaper editor who printed an unfavorable story about him in 1884. So no
when that
box
happens.
office trivia game this time.
Well, and then we were all ready too, man.
Yeah.
Dang, get my hopes up, bro.
Well,
Well,
thank you
talk
for-
about getting our hopes dashed. Let's talk about this movie.
Whoa. Well, we're not quite there yet.
Foreshadow.
First, we have to. I mean, we're gonna have our mind meld. Then we're gonna have
Sure.
a roundtable discussion.
all right. We're not there yet. Okay.
But we'll get into all that once Alice says locate our target film.
Alert! Alert! Approaching target. Spoilers incoming. Establishing analysis vector.
Coming to video, the first ever full-length Batman Beyond movie. In this battle, evil has many faces. But only one is capable of turning Gotham inside out. The Joker is back.
Things are going to start popping.
And this time, Batman will face him alone in a clash that can only be seen in this full-length movie.
Let's dance.
Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker. Coming Tuesday to video cassette and DVD.
But is he really doing it alone? It almost sounds like that TV spot was decepted. Oh, speaking of deception, let's get into our memory mind melt synopsis for Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker.
All right.
So when we combined all our memories, here's what we came up with. I think I remember thinking the movie was bizarre because it's the future, and Terry McGinnis is semi-studly teenage boy who has taken up the role of Batman under the tutelage of legendary billionaire Bruce Wayne, who spends his time not talking to any of the people who used to matter to him during days as Batman. Terry is out on patrol as usual, dealing with a series of jokers and our other hoodlums, but things begin to go off base. Somehow, Luke Skywalker, the Joker, is alive again, even after seeing Tim Drake kill him in the flashback. So Bruce is suspect and goes to Barbara looking for more answers and finds out if he can get all the old people in the movie to stop being bitter at each other. Turns out Al from Quantum Leap is the Joker, and Terry McGinnis taunts him, unlike Bruce, who never did. Yeah,
It's not far off. Yeah.
Except I think some of it was decepted. And based on those memories, it's totally flawed. I mean, it's like a different movie. What rating did they lead you to predict before you rewatch this movie? Classic, nostalgic, or tragic? Let's start with Steven. What was your prediction for Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker?
My prediction was classic with an asterisk.
Classic.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sure. I only say that. I only say that because what's that?
Do you want to elaborate on why the asterisk?
Yes, I do. This came out just before I turned 11 years old, so I was a prime candidate for this. Loved it. One of my favorite movies as a kid. And I watched it so many times, I still remembered like half the dialogue, remembered a lot about it. However, I've recently gone and watched a few other movies from my childhood and realized I did not have very discerning tastes back then. So I was a little bit, I was the most egregious bummer being Inspector Gadget. And I watched that and thought, ew. So I was a little bit worried that this would happen here, but it turned out all right. So.
All right, fair enough. Dale, what was your prediction for this film?
This is the second time I've ever seen this particular movie, and I was predicting nostalgic.
Nostalgic, fair enough. Dallas, how about you?
I was predicting classic, also with an asterisk.
Okay, what was your asterisk?
I have a nostalgic soft spot for anything Batman related.
Oh.
So it already goes, it's Batman. But I also have the understanding that not all things Batman are created equal. So
Gotcha.
Because I'm
So is this-
Batman.
Do you think this beforehand? Were you thinking it might be on the higher end or the lower end of not being equal?
lower.
Oh, okay.
All right. And Paul, what was your prediction?
I predicted nostalgic with an asterisk.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
It was about 20 years ago since I last saw this, and I only saw it a couple times, and I didn't have any positive memories nor negative memories, so I shot down the middle.
Got it. For me, I remember enjoying it. I mean, I have the DVD even, and it was. I always remember loving Batman Beyond, so I predicted classic. But like Paul, it had been like. It may be close to 20 years since I've seen it. Maybe, well, yeah, I guess it might be. So so those ratings were sort of all over the board. No tragics, but lots of asterisks, which I'm not sure what to make of that. But it'll be interesting.
We'll find out in the end.
Exactly. It'll be interesting to see if those predictions come true. But first, let's get into our discussion of the things we liked most about Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker. Let's spin up our
Best 3.
but best 2 this time. And let's start with our newest guest, Steven. What's one thing you liked about Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker?
One thing I liked. Oh gosh, if the listeners going to see my page of notes, if
That looks like a manuscript.
This is a very thick notepad. There's only one page of notes, but if I had to cull it down, we said 2 things we're doing tonight.
One like and one
yes.
classic.
Okay.
One like and then your favorite thing, exactly.
One like and then your classic. All right. So my non-classic, my second favorite thing probably would be the humor. Honestly, there were a lot of funny things. The entire kitchen sequence. Mom, there's a stranger at our table. You know that whole scene was hilarious to me. There were jokes from the Joker himself. Terry McGinnis with the flagpole thing. I thought that was funny. Flagpole. There was that. There were so many cute things. It's a school night, boys and girls. I need to call your folks.
Yes.
And then one of my favorites was "Shut Up, Grandma Harley." That was kind of a nice surprise at the end.
That was a good one.
So yeah, honestly, and I loved how it's a fairly dark movie, as most Batman things are, but the humor always seemed appropriate and was funny, but it never took away from the fact that this is a dark Batman movie. You know?
That's a good point.
I liked that the humor worked so well, I guess.
Yeah,
So.
and that's something. It didn't make my like list, but I've always enjoyed Terry McGinnis as Batman Beyond. Like when I first heard about the show coming out, I was like, Batman Beyond? Why the future?
Why they have a new Batman?
Giving it, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Paul, but giving it
I
a
was there.
chance,
Yeah.
I really like Terry. I like his quick wit. I love his like him being the almost like the funny to Bruce's very, very straight brooding man. So yeah, I really like that dynamic. Dale, was the humor something that made your like list, or was it one of the characters?
Well, somewhat, but I like the actors, Mark Hamill,
Yes.
Kevin Conroy.
Mm-hmm.
When we talk about Batman, we highlight Mark Hamill and Conroy greatly. They deserve it. They are, to us, when it comes to the animated, they're the Batman and the Joker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody,
Absolutely.
when it comes to Batman Beyond, Will Friedle needs to get some of that praise.
Is that how his name is
yes.
officially
Oh.
pronounced? I could never get his pronunciation right. It's Fredo.
That's how I've always pronounced it.
I thought so, but I
always
wasn't sure. To be
pronounced
honest,
it Friedel, but what do I know?
I like that one.
Either way, I think he made that role his own.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I especially loved it in this movie, especially toward the end when he's taunting the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was cool. I thought that was
Yeah.
funny.
That was very well written.
Steven was talking about the humor. You could how he's taunting the Joker. You could see that. I wasn't like on the floor laughing, but I was just about there. I just loved that voice.
Mm-hmm.
And
Awesome.
and then of course, obviously Mark Hamill. You know, he's legendary. You know.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like in this movie though, he was kind of like what Frank Langella was with Skeletor and Masters of the Universe.
Oh,
Oh,
just
yeah.
gaming it up.
But except for he wasn't over the top. He was just
Right.
Just
He had a lot of fun with it.
Yes, absolutely. And Bobo in chat says Fredel is how he thinks it's pronounced. So
Yeah.
I don't want to. I think
Well,
Bobo.
all right then.
I want to precisely. This is how it's done.
We'll
Gee.
get Willie on the phone. And let's ask him.
Exactly. Somebody call Warner Brothers.
But awesome, Dale. Yeah, the characters. Were there any others that stood out to you, or is mainly like Mark Hamill, Kevin Conroy, but also Will Friedle?
In my humble opinion, whether it's live action or animated, Kevin Conroy is the best Batman ever.
Yes,
It's
I
just me.
really like it.
I
What were you
think
gonna say, Dale?
that doesn't Tara Strong do the Harley Quinn?
It
know.
rotates depending on the movie or
Because-
the TV show.
Because back then, Arlene Sorkin was the Harley Quinn,
Mm.
and I loved hearing her. I like that little bit Steve was talking about earlier, but
Yes.
at the finale there,
Uh-huh,
you captured Grandma Harley, you know, taking the
Yes.
twins out of the jail and everything. I thought that was cool.
It's definitely
Yeah.
nice hearing her, not only that, but also in the flashback scene, hearing her, because she's, I mean, I believe I remember correctly that she was a character created specifically for the animated series. So it's nice having her
Correct.
having such a being a fan favorite and coming back to this where she normally wouldn't have. Dallas, what was something that you really enjoyed about this TV movie?
Yeah, for me, what I enjoyed about it was the fact that Terry was his own Batman. I appreciated that, like, they differentiated between him and Bruce Wayne. I'm always a fan of the Bruce Wayne Batman, but Terry brings a level of edge, which I think was a point of the show. I mean, the whole show was just we're edgy. That's why we have Static X in our background and stuff.
Yeah,
you know, as the angsty kid. Might have been part of my goth stage for some reason. But anyways, but I like the fact that Terry was his own Batman, even to the point like they played on that at the end of the movie where he's mocking the Joker, he's going after it, and they kind of they highlight that even with the flashback, because Bruce is like, he's not talking, he's angry, he's jacked up Tim, but he's still not talking, whereas Terry, he's mocking him and he's calling him out.
Exactly. Very, very cool. Paul, does that have anything to do with your like?
Well, one of my likes is what people have called out. My favorite moment is when you think Harley has probably died, but then she shows up at the end. That was my but I really love it when a movie starts off with a lot of action, and this one with the bank robbery gets the ball going right away. I love it.
Paul, why you gotta copy me? that was my first like. I just adored how this was. I call it sort of the James Bond opening. Even though I haven't seen a lot of James Bond movies, I know that that's sort of the thing that James Bond did, is that you start off with like a big action set piece to get the ball run, then you go into the opening credits, then you start the main story. But I really like that. Just got right into it, and in that way, and like lots of fun lines like Stephen alluded to, and just the characters of Terry that both Dallas and Dale liked. I really liked how they did the opening. Let's see. So then with that, guys, I guess it's time to get into our classic makers, and I'm gonna yay. The opening sort of leads right into my classic maker, so I'm just gonna go just power through like Bruce said, and it's the animation, especially of all the VFX, like the explosions and the lasers and the fire. It was just so beautiful to my eyes in this film. Especially, it didn't seem like a movie, like a TV movie, deserved the level of detail and motion and animation that this got with that. But it was just delightful to see. I loved it.
It seemed like a very nice, gentle update to Batman the Animated Series, style-wise, detail-wise. Like, if you liked that, you probably would like this. And then when they did the flashback, it transitions so beautifully, but it was so much more detailed and just updated gently.
Absolutely. Let's see. So,
dang it, Francisco! Why you got to take mine? Because that's what that was my classic maker. Is actually the animation, and
we don't need a host and a guest. So one of us will just take turns. Yeah,
but not so much like the flashy lights. That's pretty kind of stuff. But it was the dynamic action and movements. And I know I could tell this wasn't 24 frames a second as like some feature length animated movies are. It's not as fluid, but the poses and the action, there's a lot of movements, and I really appreciate that. Like, even in the background, a lot of times they're even in TV movies and such, and especially animation, you have very stiff moving, like at the dance party. Everyone was moving and dancing in all the scenes, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably the thing that surprised me the most on that was when Batman and Joker are fighting at the end, and Joker initially is beating the snot out of him. That looked very good, very fluid fighting, very well coordinated.
The action in this is spectacular.
It's really on point.
Yeah.
Am I wrong, guys, that in the cartoons, they were a lot of the hits and the actual like violence was they would either like cut away from it or like cover it with like a
and they would often do like a flash like a frame that was just like white, because a lot of the connection things they couldn't show directly because they
Okay.
were because the TV censors.
I was wondering where those
Standards.
went. I was wondering where those went because I remembered those.
Okay. Yeah. So I love being able to actually see the actual like the contact and
in the
stuff,
cut
because I love
version.
violence, apparently.
In the cut version, they cut a lot of those out.
Oh, okay, interesting. Because I only watched like one. Well, let's go ahead and talk about the cut version now, since we got on topic. And if this makes the classic maker for any of you guys, I'd be very interested. For those that aren't aware, for the longest time, I only saw the cut version, which essentially the key difference between that and Paul, you watched a whole video about this, so you can say more. But the key difference in between the two versions is the way that Joker dies, the way that Tim Drake, Robin, kills Joker. In the cut version, it's almost like Joker falls on his own sword, and that
Tim
Joker,
pushes him.
Tim
and he
pushes
falls.
him back
And
into this like the Frankenstein lab thing.
Yeah.
He breaks a big thing of water and then throws his hand on an electrical switch accidentally and electrocutes himself. But in the uncut version, Tim actually shoots Joker with the bang, I don't know,
Gun.
like nail gun thing that he has, and it actually connects with Joker in the chest, and he dies that way. The funny thing is, if you watch the uncut version, in the cut version, Tim throws the gun away, but then when it's back to the cut of where it's the same movie, regardless of which cut, the gun is right in front of him. So it's just a funny inconsistency that's like, why is the gun not thrown away?
Yeah.
But it's because in the actual cut, the real one, he shot him.
So interesting
You
to
have solved so much for me.
It,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
was
interrupt.
supposed-
I was so confused when I watched the movie again because I'm like, I thought I remembered him being electrocuted, and I about dropped my
Exactly, yes.
teeth when I saw that he shot him. I'm like, whoa!
Yeah. I was very confused as well. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead, Paul.
Interesting to note why they did this. This came out in the year 2000, and it was the year before that the Columbine shooting happened. And so they were about to release this, and then they had the original uncut version that they were about to release, but they decided to go back and cut it up and reanimate a couple of the scenes so that it wouldn't be as quote unquote hardcore because of the violence in that. And so a lot of people found out about this, and there was a lot of demand. So Warner Brothers actually 2 years later released the uncut version straight to video.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, very cool. Thank you for that trivia, Paul.
My life is complete now.
But we're not to
That's what
trivia
Paul's here
yet.
for.
Let's go to Dallas next for your classic maker. Most.
It's gonna sound like a broken record. The animation really is on point.
All right, moving on to Dale.
But if I
You
can-
are not wrong, sir.
I know, right? I'll alter it a little bit though, and that is that. So this Batman is almost a direct sequel of the New Adventures of Batman, which
really?
I hated the art. I
It
feel
was
like
different than the original Batman animated series, the
Right.
character design, right?
the original Batman was there was more gothic to Gotham, and there was more detail. There was some darker stuff, and then you get to the New Adventures, and Dale was talking with me about it. That was a switch over with the WB, and they were trying to like, we're bright and friendly, and so they changed all the character designs, and it bothered me because it just wasn't the same feel. Right. This, I feel like they try to bring a little bit more balance into the entire franchise as a whole, Batman Beyond, but they brought back that grittiness and that gothicness of Gotham, and so I appreciated that quite a bit.
Absolutely. Dale, how about you? What was your classic maker? Was it the animation as well, or something else?
Mine regards the music.
Ooh, yes. Okay.
Not just because of Christopher Carter. If I got the name right.
I think that's right. I'll double check. But go
Don't ask me. I mispronounce names.
Yes, Christopher Carter.
Us city boys down here in Shreveport got a local connection to the music.
Yeah, we do.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you look at the end credits, you'll see a name called Kenny Wayne Shepherd.
Yeah.
He's a Shreveport boy.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
And
Oh, good old Kenny. Yeah.
And he's the guitar player that you hear throughout the music.
Yeah.
Oh, he shreds it. Nice.
Yeah.
So so to me, when you're like, I just thought that was cool, and not just because he's a Shreveport boy, but just when you watch Lethal Weapon and you hear Michael Kamen's music, you can also hear, obviously you hear Eric Clapton's guitar play throughout the parts of the movie, and that's like classic. And then in Twister, you can hear Van Halen's. There's a kind of deal, and so in this movie, first off, Carter's. There's a way. I like how he melds the old Shirley Walker music from the classic series. At least in my ears, I'm hearing this.
I heard that.
Yeah,
And melds it with his own thing.
Yeah.
And then you add the Kenny Wayne Shepherd thing, and it
Gold.
just there you go. And
Yeah.
I just thought solid gold right there.
Yeah.
That's my classic maker.
Yeah,
And
I could.
and being that we have a Shreveport boy behind it makes it classic.
Yeah.
Better.
Well,
Gotta
icing
support
on
the team.
cake.
It kind of trips me out actually because Celeste and I watched the special features, and they actually did a whole thing. They're talking about it with him and everything.
Oh,
And I was like,
nice.
man, what is he doing now? So I looked him up, and I looked up his Wikipedia page. This dude went to school with my cousin.
Nice.
Whoa.
I was like, holy crap! He actually graduated from my high school. I was like, holy crap!
So if you call your cousin, it's like the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly.
Pretty much. Exactly.
I heard that. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, I heard that there were elements of like the theme music of Batman the Animated Series blended in with a little bit of Batman Beyond and a little bit of modern guitar, and I thought I heard that at several points, and I like that
Okay.
too.
Nice.
Yeah.
I very much enjoyed the guitar, how that added to the overall just the theme from the series. I wasn't really, I guess I wasn't tuned into it throughout the whole thing. I mainly just heard it at the beginning and the end with the main theme, but yeah, the music was great for sure. That then leaves Steven. What was the thing you loved most about Batman Beyond? Return of the Joker.
I had to finish chewing a cookie before I got back in front of the microphone.
Those
all right,
grasshoppers are great.
Oh, they're fantastic. Second
Make me
only to
want
Girl Scout
cookies.
cookies, my word. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Culling this thing down to my classic was hard. If I had to pick one thing, I guess it would be. I'm kind of deciding between two of them right here. I guess it had to be the plot. I really, really, really loved the writing. Specifically within the plot, I loved that there were several big shocks. Like
Yeah.
big surprising what just happened there
Right.
moments.
Right.
One of them being, and I remembered this because I had seen it so many times as a kid, but the first time I saw Tim Drake morph into the Joker, I'm like, whoa, that one really got me.
I will
And-
agree that was shocking.
Right? Oh my goodness. And so creepy. He's so creepy as the kid Joker. Oh my goodness. Or Junior.
No, I'm talking about
No,
old
the
Tim
old
Drake, but yeah,
guy.
that too. Yeah, old Tim Drake turning the
oh.
Joker. That's
Oh,
like a Jekyll and Hyde moment there. Yeah.
Both
yeah,
are shocking.
yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, of course.
Right. No, that shock of the plot got me. There were so many different things I loved about the plot, the flashback scenes, just everything. But that shock, and then the other big shock being, again, because I had seen the edited version and remembered the electrocution, or thought I did, and I'm like, oh, maybe that was what you guys called incepted or decepted. Or all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I
But-
can totally see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thinking I'm expecting the electric shock, and I'm like, did I remember this wrong as a kid? And oh my word, he shot him! Like that.
Yeah.
And like is this a kids movie? And I'm checking the rating, like, oh, that is a PG-13. Okay, but the plot, and specifically within the plot, the big shockers really were probably my favorites.
Awesome. Yeah,
But the big shock was missing when Joker shocked himself. No, never mind.
Oh, yeah, right. Where's that cue, Dallas? Thank you. Awesome, guys. Well, those were all excellent. I mean, I feel like we had a lot of similarities and things we liked. So I guess we can get on to the next. No, we can't get on to the next thing.
Oh, good. We're stuck in our likes because there's some more.
Yeah, I have one more thing I liked.
One more.
One more. TOS. He loves Star Trek, but he hates bad Star Trek. Matt McKinney, joined by Offscreen Kim occasionally, and Drew Bax, the sociopathic Talaxian, take on Star Trek, Smallville, and whatever other shows might appear in his field of vision. You can find TOS on YouTube, just search under that title, or at www.pos-tos.com.
That's great, Francisco. But what does that have to do with Batman Beyond Return of the Joker?
I need to know his answer.
It's sci-fi, like Star Trek sci-fi. Also, Matt McKinney has covered Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, so that's kind of a connection, I guess.
And
that's connected as that electric chair that the Joker fell into,
or didn't fall into,
right.
Exactly.
Okay.
What's wrong with that, Paul? What, you want something else?
Yeah. You say fine, Paul. You want something related to...
I was just going off something different.
Oh, okay.
Fine. I was just going with the punches. All right.
I'm
Wait,
glad
you want me to come up with a line like how I...
Oh,
say what?
Well, no, I figured we would just return and pick up that. I knew if it was going to be too long, Dallas, I'd just be like, okay, we do have to stop. But
I lost connection, and so all of a sudden you guys were gone.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, no worries.
it felt like a good time.
Welcome back.
By the way, since we are in end mode, thank you so much to everyone who rated. Let me see who.
If you're still here.
Well, Annoying Llama is still here. I see that. But it was the raider was.
Welcome to the follow.
Pixel Hunt Mobile. Well, thank you so much for the raid. That's very, very kind of you. Here at Retro Rewind Pod, we for our live podcast recordings, we cover movies and games that are 15 years or older and let you know whether they're still worth your time today. You can check out our entire back catalog at retrorewindpodcast.com. There's over 220 episodes there of movies, games. Just search in the field for like your favorite movie. If it's 15 years or older, there's a good chance we've covered it. So.
That's great, Francisco. But what does that have to do with Batman Beyond Return of the Joker?
Trying to get on with it. Jesus, try and welcome people. Okay, we're gonna do end of Edna mode. We're all good here. All right, Paul. So you just, I'll
say
lead
yeah.
you in better, okay.
All right. Do you want me to come up with some loose explanation, or do you want me to
just?
All right.
I gave you my explanation.
So,
you're gonna
forgive my ignorance, but Edna mode is like we're cutting this out later, right? That's what you mean?
Yes.
Exactly.
Hey.
Exactly. I picked it up along the way.
You got it.
I picked it up.
What's up, lady?
I was home teached. I figured it out.
Home teached.
Nice. All right. So, okay.
Yeah.
End of Edna mode. Isn't you don't like that explanation, Paul?
No.
Fine, whatever. You know what? How about some trivia related to Batman Beyond Return of the Joker?
Okay, yes, that actually has to do with Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. Yes, please.
All right, fine. So demanding. All right, so did you all realize that the basic design for the orbital weapons platform, the one that's shooting down lasers from the sky that Joker controls?
Oh, the satellite. Yeah,
the satellite. It creates the beams of light. It was taken from 1988's Japanese animated film Akira, which we've covered on.
Oh, I can see that.
In fact, one of the directors of animation at Tokyo Movie Shinsa, which is where Batman Beyond was mostly animated. He was the actual animator of the scene in Akira when Canada was briefly chased by the beam from the orbital system Soul. It's called Soul in Akira. So when the scene of Terry being chased by the beam came up, this director snagged the storyboarding duties on for himself under the auspices of aiming to top himself. So
wow.
That's really cool that he worked. I'm going to do better than I did back in Akira. So
that's neat.
Yeah.
Did he succeed?
Well, maybe we'll find out here at the end of the episode. But my trivial question for you guys is there any piece of art, whether it's a drawing, music, YouTube video, whatever, however you want to classify art, that you would love to try to top? Like you release this. Like,
we made the art and we want to make it better?
Exactly. Like, or you want to try to do something that even tops it. Yeah, exactly. So,
I once drew a stick man and I hope to make him round one day.
Okay. That's
okay.
Great, Paul. Is that your
Way to
actual
aim
answer,
high.
Paul?
Just turn the paper around.
Yeah, oh, there you go. Mind blown.
All right, since you're not going to give me a straight answer, Paul, how about Dallas? Anything you would try to top?
Yeah. Not to get into selfless plugs, but the first episode of Geek Devotions, I would love to fix that.
Oh,
The audio is terrible. It wasn't a bad episode. It's just it was an episode we had to slap together because the original recording we did, all the audio was bad, so I had to re-record quickly and then edit. So I would like to redo that one day.
All right, nice.
Understood.
Well, Glix could take you back there. So
She could.
actually, I don't know. Does she have time travel capabilities or just
settle down, Alice. We're not to you
Okay.
yet.
It's the impossibility. It's in the improbability drive. So I mean, anything's improbable.
Like it. All right. Let's go to Steven. Anything you would want to try to top that you've done before?
It's funny you should ask. Being a musician, I do this routinely.
Oh, sure.
So I've been traveling and singing for 13 years as of June.
Wow.
And I've done a whole bunch of different recordings, solo and group, and there's nothing pre 2017 that I'm still proud of. And so starting in 2008, I don't even know how I had a career between 2008 and 2016. I'm like,
Oh, the Lord provides.
So he did. It was a miracle for sure. The Lord moves mysterious ways. So going forward, I have re-recorded some old songs that I've gone back and listened to. I'm like, that was a great song, and I butchered it. I need to go back and redo that the right way this time. So
Nice.
I've done that several times. So that's always, as a musician, that's something you're always trying to do.
Nice.
So that and because I'm also a preacher, I've looked back at some of my old sermon notes, and I'm like, that was the worst piece of garbage I have ever preached.
My man. You need to preach that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sit there going, sometimes I look back and go like, was I reading the Bible?
Yeah.
Jesus
What was
did
I-
Either that. Yeah, I was either reading the Bible or the back of a recipe for Rice Krispie treats. I don't know what was that.
Either way, your life goes snap, crackle, pop.
Oh my gosh. I was trying to come up with a pun, but you beat me to it, Paul. Well, that leaves Paul also. But Dale, what was your what's something you would want to top? If
Well,
you have anything?
I used to make greeting cards.
Oh, cool. I had no idea.
Well, I'm not in the habit of doing it anymore because I used to hand draw,
Oh, nice.
and I like to get back into doing that where I'm
Yeah.
not so much using computers, but the hand
Do it by
draw.
hand. Very cool.
I did one for Dallas a while back, but it was on computers, not hand drawn.
Oh, it
that's
says
just-
you're loved on it.
Yeah, that's great.
Aw.
Well, anyway, I used to do it for people at the church
Uh-huh.
and family members, and I loved and enjoy doing it. So that's one thing I would like to get back to doing. As far as topping myself.
Yeah. Very cool. And now, Paul, do you have an actual answer?
Not at this time. I'm gonna take somebody
moment,
had a
or-
to be I'm gonna follow Dale's example of try to figure out his rank later. I'm gonna try to figure this art piece out later.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Great trivia, Francisco. But before I get to that point, I want to ask you: is there a piece of art that you've done that you'd like to redo?
All right, fine.
The Retro Rewind podcast. No.
the whole
Redo
thing.
the whole-
Let's
yeah.
Let's just start tonight, guys. Episode 1, Superman 3. Let's go.
Superman 3. Here we go.
No, but speaking of podcasts, though, I probably would want to go back and redo episode 3 on Masters of the Universe because it was just the audio on that one was just so bad.
I think that was Dallas's answer.
Well, yeah, but I mean, not for
All right, not number 1, but number 3. See, I copied his homework, but I changed the answer and made it different, so no one will know.
No one will know. But yeah, if you ever go back, if you've ever gone back and tried to listen to all the episodes and you've gone to 3, my apologies. Not that anything is wrong with our hosts. I think it was I think it was
My brother?
Josh, your brother, and Sharon. I think
It might have been,
did
yeah.
that one.
Was it Sharon Jean?
But it was just, yeah, bad audio. Anyway.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing that, Francisco.
Yeah, you're welcome, Paul.
And this was great trivia. And I have the answer to our previous audience question, which again was, if you could have a door that took you to any time and place, where and when would it be? So many people entered the door, but no one came out because there were no responses. So moving along to this episode's listener
Wrong.
question. What is your favorite iteration of Batman?
Yeah, so do you like Batman Beyond? You could do like break up
comic.
the Batmans. Like, isn't there like where the Bruce's dad is Batman? What's
Yes.
Mhm.
Flashpoint
something
Batman.
else?
Yeah, Flashpoint.
Okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, just what is your favorite iteration of Batman? Send your answers to trivia@retrorewindpodcast.com by the time we record the next episode, which usually gives you a week and a couple days by the time you listen to the when this drops live. If you're in the audience live, you have even more time to send it. But now that we have all had some trivial fun, let's find out all the memories you, our awesome rewinders, had about Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker. Drew Dodgen starts off by saying Robin's re-education.
So
you
that
remembered.
that reminds me of the link that Dallas sent in our Discord, Retro Rewind Podcast Discord, about the education. So I got lost on that
Education.
TikTok.
Wow.
But we don't have time to talk about that today. We're gonna. Stephanie Russell says, when Joker got shot in the stinking chest.
Ah, yes. Which apparently she saw the uncut version.
Yeah.
LJ Lowry says, I enjoyed the movie, but I remember the Game Boy Color game more. Played the heck out of it. Classic beat 'em up action. That's so cool. I had no idea there was a game.
Yeah, there's a couple games based
I had
on
forgotten it until I saw that comment, and I was like, "Oh, I love that
nice.
game."
Very cool.
this. Check it out if you can. Kevin Joshua Burnham says, absolutely nothing. I never saw it.
He wouldn't.
Thanks.
That's a true statement.
See, Kevin, you watch all the old movies, and we watch all the popcorn movies.
All the direct-to-video ones that don't come out in theaters.
He's over here like, I watched the 1937 silent film Batman.
We're just trying to balance out the universe here, Kevin. Come on.
Which would be interesting.
Thanos?
Batman wasn't invented until the 50s. Yeah.
You just bring details into this, Steven.
No,
Thanks
it's
a lot.
39.
Anyway,
38? We're around there
Jacob B. Heron says, fantastic film. Best Batman movie. Wow, that's fighting words right there.
Stephen Forrester, I don't know who this guy is, but he says, one of my favorite Batman movies as a child, possibly my top favorite back then. I remembered many different things about the movie, including great deal of well-written dialogue. The plot was amazing from start to finish, and I'm just glad I get to be part of the big review. You know, why don't you say this, Stephen, since you're right
I was
here.
just gonna say, I don't know who that Stephen Forrester is, but I'm sure he's a handsome devil. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Handsome, wealthy, amazing. Yes.
Incredibly sexy. Yeah.
Well, someone's got to be.
It's a burden, but somebody has to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Someone's got to carry that cross. Reed Benson says. Reed Benson says it was epic. I don't know if I'd even watched much of the show before the movie. I think the movie was the catalyst that got me even appreciate the concept of the show. I even went and ordered the soundtrack from a local CD store to get the Static X and Kenny Wayne Shepherd, just like you guys were talking about, songs that were on the film. Mark Hamill, Will Friedle, Kevin Conroy, Michael Rosenbaum was in this?
Yes, he was the he played Hal the
Human Castle. Wow, really, Paul?
No, he was doing
the hyena
Christopher
guy?
Walken.
He was
Oh my god.
yeah, he was the Scarecrow.
Yeah.
Those that don't know, Michael Rosenbaum, my favorite Lex Luthor. He played Lex Luthor in Smallville.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I've got to wonder if he was purposely channeling.
He was
Walken.
also he
Oh,
also
absolutely.
he also voiced the Flash in Justice League.
yes,
Yeah.
it is. That's right. Okay, let's see.
I did not know that.
Melissa Joan Hart, Tara Strong, Arlene Sorkin, even Henry Rollins.
Frank Welker.
And
Yes.
Frank, yes, of course, Frank Welker. And I don't think who's the one, the smoky voice, Law and Order, who's
Angie
Kristen Gordon.
Harmon.
Angie
Yeah.
Harmon. Yeah. He didn't mention her.
There's
but
a lot
I'll
of
just-
good actors in
Yes,
this.
yes, exactly. All the voice actors killed it, and the anime. This is read it again. All the voice actors killed it, and the animation is theater worthy. I think yes, definitely. According to the DVD commentary, Mark Hamill actually said that he liked voicing the old Joker better because the new Joker was too subdued and creepy. My only qualm with it is that they didn't quite go far enough to show the physical toll some of the fighting took. All right? I'm thinking particularly of the fight scene between Batgirl and Harley Quinn. Oh yeah. Which looks and sounds brutal, but at the end, neither of them is bleeding or really all that scuffed up. The punches couldn't have been that weak, could they? Other than that, classic.
Here's another bonus thing for the cut version or the edited version. Batman and
the
Joker
blood.
both had blood.
Yeah,
where
which you can see
I
in
mean,
this video
the
here.
uncut had the blood and
Yeah.
So anyway, Aaron Hewley says it's a good one. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
And Ashley Cronenbitter says, famous last words? That's not funny. I don't remember that. Which words?
That's when he dies. The Joker gets shot, and he goes, "That's not funny," and falls over and dies.
Okay, so here's the problem. I think I've only seen the uncut version once, and so that didn't stick with
Well,
me.
you
Okay,
watched it
yes.
this time. This is the most recent watch of it.
No, because I watched the cut version to see what was changed. So that's
Oh, you
technically the
messed
most
yourself
recent.
up.
Ha. Yeah, I
Okay.
did mess myself up. But she continues, and an all-over excellent film with plenty of action, suspense, and full of surprises. Well, let's see if anything was surprising about the things we didn't like about this film. Let's spin up our...
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Do 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 do.
Worst 3.
Or worse too, as it were. So let's start with. I'm going to start with Paul this time. What's something you didn't like about Batman Beyond? Return of the Joker?
Besides wondering why Batman doesn't use invisibility all the time, basically, there was this big laser coming down to destroy the Joker's hideout where they were fighting, and it's coming, and then they have this big, huge, long sequence, and it should have wiped them out like 5 or 10 times by the time the laser was supposed to actually get. It's crazy. The timing on this,
Yeah, it's
animation's
trajectory.
all about timing. Where's the laser? The freaking lasers. You build that up and then you don't no, it was all handled all wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, the timing of when the lasers were used was handled already?
No, the big satellite shoots a laser,
Yeah.
destroys
Yeah.
buildings, city
Yes.
blocks, and
I
everything.
get this.
It's
yes.
on. They show it and its trajectory and the speed it's approaching the Joker's hideout,
Oh, it
and
should've
it's
gone
gonna
there
get
faster.
there like in
Yes.
less than 30 seconds, and then they
Okay,
go on and
yeah.
fight for 5 minutes in the hideout. It's like no.
It's
That's
like
like
Dragon
Cowboy-
Ball
that's like
Z.
Cowboy
They're
movies
just
that-
that
yeah.
fast.
Yeah. It's like cowboy movies that they didn't count the bullets; they just kept shooting.
Exactly.
Six
But-
shooter fires 30 bullets.
Yeah, I understand
yours
a ticking clock, but the clock stopped on this right at the climax. It doesn't. It's so infuriating.
Totally fair, Paul. Dallas, was the timing something that bothered you about this film?
No, but the laser did bother me because he's
Oh, thank
controlling
you.
the laser the entire time, but for some reason he has to destroy the roof at the end to activate the laser.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is happening here? Like, did your remote control go out? Is this like the equivalent of putting like some like aluminum foil on your antenna to get signal? Why did we destroy the roof this time? Well, you didn't have to the first like 20 times you're shooting people out of the sky.
So I remember, I didn't watch it this time, but I have seen this, or at least the cut version with commentary, and they even say, that's really weird how this time it's destroyed, that why they didn't have to do this Joker didn't have to do this every time, but
Right.
they mention it, but yeah, there's no explanation.
They should have
other
just
than-
got rid of the laser. They didn't need that. It was way too, the stakes, they raised the stakes way too high. That, like, oh, now it's destroying the city. They could have done it without that and still had the psychological,
Mhm.
I could
battle.
see that, yeah. But I mean, I like the laser, but that's fine, Paul. You don't have to like the laser. Let's see, who else didn't like the laser? Maybe Steven.
No, that now that you've mentioned it and pointed out so gruesomely, that bothers me now. It didn't at the time. I had other unanswered questions that were bothering me.
One of us.
But okay, then what was something that you didn't like?
Okay, well, yeah. In my dislike, there were, and this is really reaching for me because I love the movie so much. So, trying to find something I didn't like. The movie
I got a
left
list
me
for you.
with, yeah, the movie left me with like 3 or maybe 4 unanswered questions that I couldn't figure out, and the mystery was bugging me. Probably the most egregious one was if you look. Early in the fight, Terry McGinnis knocks the electric joy buzzer out of Joker's hand. It goes to the circuits, messes up the circuit trajectory, and then spins the laser toward him. And then at the
I know
end,
where you're
he beats. Yeah, you know where I'm going, Paul. He defeats the Joker with the joy buzzer. However, when he's knocked down, he is knocked down toward the control console, but he's not an arm's length from it. He's at least a body length from it. So how the devil did he reach for that joy buzzer? And he probably had a 6 to 10 foot reach with a 3 foot arm. How did he do that? That bothered me.
So I know there's no
Joker physics.
There's no bat belt or utility belt, but his whole suit does stuff. I'm sure he has like magnetism fingertips and just like made it come.
And
to
it
him.
only attracts the buzzard around all that other metal object.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah. None of the other stuff in there. None at all.
Yeah.
That was probably the most egregious question, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, another one. A question that was bothering me is why does Terry and I get it that it's futuristic, so none of the cars have wheels. They're all flying, but
yes.
Why do the cars sometimes drive like cars? They're only 2 feet off the ground, so presumably there's some magnetism or something. And other times he flies like a plane. Why is he sometimes observing the rules of the road and sometimes he's flying a plane? Why?
He's Batman.
Because I'm Batman. Yes. That bothered
say-
me. Is this a car or a plane?
Well, I feel like his
Whoa.
Batmobile has less. It can fly. It's not just strictly hover, whereas most of the automobiles are probably just hover. But I'm not for sure about that.
But why would it then not be a plane all the time? I don't know. It's just
I mean, I think it's kind of like the same physics as what takes place in Fifth Element, where there's rules to the road, and so you have to stay in the lane at certain points, but you can go off. It's just that you might get a ticket.
Oh, I know. When you're on the road, it charges your batteries, but when you go off the road, you're sort of on just your own battery.
Right,
That's
right.
it. Yeah.
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 Somebody called
my-
WB.
yeah. My last question was these are all like my one dislike was 3 questions.
Yeah.
My last question was why did Tim go to see Barbara Gordon at the office? There was
Because
he-
he wanted to introduce
Because he wanted to ask about the Joker.
Yeah, because he saw the Joker on the TV.
in the early no, I'm sorry, not Tim. Tim Drake. Terry McGinnis goes to Barbara in the early part. He knows that she was
Yes.
Batgirl. He knows she's got some stories that she's not telling. She refuses to tell. As he's leaving, Tim Drake walks in. They say hello, and then there's no development on why that happened later.
That's
And-
because that's his therapy appointment every week.
Yeah.
She's his therapist.
Maybe.
Okay.
That's
All right, we'll go with that.
fair.
Yeah.
Speaking
it
of
was
mysteries,
a nitpicky, but yeah.
well, speaking of mysteries, like questions that were unsolved, that's actually one of my dislikes, Stephen. And maybe you guys have an answer for it, but I get that because of the implant on Tim Drake, he would know that Bruce is Batman and all that. He'd know those secrets. But by the time Terry's come along, those secrets aren't known to this Joker. So how is it that Joker knows to send the twins and Michael Rosenbaum and the hyena to the dance party when Terry's not in Batman Beyond garb? This happens before he's like storming the Batcave or anything. So how does he know to send him? How does the Joker
What
know
are
to
you
send?
talking
those-
about?
Because Tim knows that basically anybody who works with Bruce is probably going to be a Robin. So it was a logical assumption. Oh, you're with Bruce all the time. You
Right.
must be the new Bats.
That I could see that. That's
I was
Right.
about to say both
That was
Joker and Tim knew that. So
Plus, he's meeting with Barbara.
Well, that
So
seems
it's
like
on.
a timeline inconsistency to me, though, because early in the movie, because I hadn't seen this in about 15 or 16 years, early in the movie, I thought that I remembered that like Tim Drake kind of knew he was the Joker, like Jekyll knows Hyde kind of thing.
Oh,
but
I didn't get that. But okay.
I thought so. But then later in the movie, they say that's not the case. That
Right.
Tim did not know he was the Joker. He was
Right.
obviously disturbed by the Joker. He saw the thing on TV and muted it, and he's sweating about it. So he's obviously still has the PTSD from it. But early in the movie, I thought, okay, Tim knows he's the Joker, so that would that would solve a lot of answers real quick as to like how he knew Terry or stuff like that. But then they disannul that later on. So both the original Joker and the flashback, he knew that Bruce was Batman because he got the secrets divulged, and then presumably he put that data in the chip on the neck. So when new Joker comes in the future, he would know Bruce is Batman. He'd remember that. And then unless you're gonna say that since they were sharing body and brain space, that the new Joker could then pull things from Old Man Tim. How
that was what he said.
Would he know that Terry? Yeah,
I mean, he said that in his monologue that he pulled information.
Yeah,
well, yeah, you're right. I guess he did kind of say that, if his family misses him, I simply call wife and tell. Yeah, so I guess they were sharing memories there.
And I think it also is a good deduction that if he's with him, if Terry's with him all the time, that makes sense. That'd be, and there's a new Batman, that would be. It would be Terry. Yeah.
Let's see. Bruce Wayne is retired, and he has a new ward, and there's a new Batman. Let's put 2 and 2 together.
I'm now campaigning for the next Joker to be played by Austin Powers.
Oh my gosh. Give me some freaking lasers.
I'm not a calculus teacher, but it seems like we can put that together.
Wow. Dale, what's something you didn't like before we get to our tragic makers?
I'm probably going to go a different direction.
Awesome. Please do.
Like the laser?
No. I felt like there was some inconsistencies in the animation of the Joker.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like, I'm looking behind you, the screen. I see the Joker. And I'm like, how many teeth does he have?
All the teeth.
It's like a shark.
Yeah,
I just feel like that there's certain, and now I know that's the flashback scene right there.
Yes, exactly.
But I'm like, there's certain parts or scenes throughout the movie, when he's falling down or he's making wild gestures, that he's like one heck of an underbite, or his teeth is all. I don't know. I just felt like some of the inconsistencies I was seeing was just kind of took me out of the flick for a while.
Oh, interesting.
But that's just me. I like the anime. I like the style that we're going for. It was just there was something.
They weren't consistent.
Some of his facial features that was kind of weird to me.
It felt like they were kind of bouncing back and forth between the new animated Batman or the New Adventures and the original one. Yeah. And they were kind of having this weird fight of how they wanted to look like.
Yeah, they had an amalgam, and it was swaying back and forth in that middle space.
I honestly, the one that I'm showing here, that's from the flashback scene. I love, of all the iterations of animated Joker, this is the one my favorite. But when he's in the future with like the slick back hair, I don't like how he looks. So
with the glowing eyes.
Yeah. So anyway, okay, that's a great one, Dale, and I think that leads us right into our tragic makers. Let's go with Steven first. So this is like a childhood favorite of yours, but was there something that you just absolutely hated about it?
Oh gosh. Let's circle back to me real quick because I'm
oh, that's fine. Okay,
yeah,
totally fine.
All right.
So
you may have already said it.
End mode.
Do me last.
Do you last? Okay, Paul. Thank you.
Or I don't have to.
I'll do you first, Paul. No,
fine. I will raise the bar.
No, I don't raise the bar because mine is not.
And I will pole vault over it.
Oh my word! All right. So for now, let's get into our tragic makers, guys. And just kick us off. Let's start with Dallas. Okay, Paul.
Yeah.
What is the thing you hated most about Batman
the thing that I hated most was the title intro.
Oh, after the bank robbery.
After the bank robbery, the title intro. And
what did you hate about it?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Paul J. Powers.
I bet it was slow and boring.
Exactly. It was slow.
I thought it was white text on black background, but
it added to the annoyance of it. Like, because the series itself, like, it's such an awesome intro. It was like there's this great music that's pumping. There's like great sound effects and there's great visuals. This was so boring. Like I wanted it to like go like, did I get a bootleg DVD or something like that? Like anything. I wanted to go and rip the intro out of my DVDs of the actual series and make a whole new DVD with a new intro because it was just so slow and boring. The white text, it wasn't necessarily white text on black background. It was glowy white text on black background. So
much
better.
A
little better.
with some drop shadow to it.
Yeah. And then, but like, it was drawn out. And I mean, I get it. It's 2000, time frame. But by that point, they had better ways of doing all the title cards for everybody. Yeah. And to go from the bank robbery and all sorts of stuff to just suddenly you got this drop. Yeah. Like there was no continuation.
What?
Exactly.
Stopped.
The needle was gone, man. So that is my tragic maker.
You totally stole my thunder, Dallas. Thanks a lot, because that's exactly my tragic maker as well.
Okay. All ingredients.
I mean, it seemed like all they had to do was take like little clips of the movie and sort of like as a foreshadow of what was going to happen, and just like reverse them out, make them like a negative, look like a negative or something.
Yeah.
Just fast motion, and even intercut things from the intro that they already had for the series, and it would have made the soundtrack even.
They could have had chibi versions of all the characters run across the bottom, and it would have been more interesting.
Well, or if you could do, if you do an anime, they show all the spoilers in the intro as they're singing in another language.
Exactly. Do that. And because you don't know what's going to hit you, you don't know if you don't have context for it, then it's not really a spoiler so much, but it is. Yeah. Okay, fine, Paul. But yeah, that is exactly mine. I do remember again from the commentary that they said I forget if they ran out of time or ran out of money, and that's why they couldn't do it. Both. That's why
grab the stock footage from the show, throw it in there.
I know. I get it.
Microsoft Paint couldn't handle it.
Walk across the hallway to the guys next door.
Yeah. Give it to a 6-year-old. Come on.
Get the toys out. I'm gonna get you, Robin.
Wow. Regardless, that was my tragic maker as well. Let's go to Steven next. What is your tragic maker, Steven?
All right, so I asked you to circle back because I was trying to decide. I had two things that are bugging me, and I couldn't really decide.
Edna mode. I will have cut that out. So don't reference that I'm circling back to you. Just pretend that never happened.
Hey, while he's doing that, while you're in edit mode or you're doing that, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Go back.
Fine, we'll be in edit mode for a little bit here.
I'll be right back.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna go pee too.
Okay. Everyone go. That's fine. Oh goodness.
All right, Dale, why don't you give us your tragic maker? No, wait.
Oh, by the way, Dale, can you touch that? I've always wondered that the thing behind you. Does it feel like? Is it like a towel, or is it just like a?
I thought it was like
very
vinyl,
soft, like a sheet, or is it? Yeah,
that's
vinyl?
plastic.
What's the texture?
Shoot.
And rip it down and say, "I don't know what happened." No, I don't do that.
Feels like a shower curtain to me.
Okay. So yeah, vinyl-esque. Okay.
Yeah.
Ashley says, one step closer to achieving my Edna prediction. Oh, God.
Oh, what number is your Edna
missed
prediction?
Those. Yeah. What was yours, Ashley?
13.
Wow. Is it a shower curtain? It could be. I know, like on Redbubble, you can get really fancy.
You know what? It
like
might be. Yeah. Are we on Edna mode 5 right now? I mean 4 right now.
No, we're on 4. So yeah.
I always predict countless. So.
Countless.
It never ends.
Dale.
No, that's when I edit. Takes me a full day.
Do you try like taking out all the ums and stuff, which I don't bother. I just don't have time for that.
I mean, I need to get better at that because I think like the first time I did it sounded unnatural, but I think by the time I got to the 4th episode, it sounded a little more natural. But yeah.
Okay, that's good.
You know what? What really drove me to that is our review of Galaxy Quest with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And there were so many in there, and that I think it made it boring because there was it just slowed it down. But I think if you took them all out, it would have been. So that's why I did that.
So you're saying that instead of episode 3, I need to go and recut Galaxy Quest and repost.
I was about to say, instead of re-recording episode 3, if you want a little practice in editing,
can't
you can
help-
recut that episode.
Well, no, that's not the issue. That's the sound quality of the recording, which I
Yeah,
can't
I understand.
change. That's more
Yeah.
of the issue there. I aim
I'm
low
sorry.
this
So-
time out of compassion. Thanks, Ashton.
Thanks for letting us do that. What I just did in there
Oh,
was
of
illegal
course.
in 4 states. So, all right. So,
Wow.
There is
Random
no
legal-
bathroom.
yeah. Random fun fact. Did you know that Mark Hamill voiced both the Joker and Jordan Price?
Yes.
Yes.
I did
Yeah,
see that. 'Cause
I didn't
this
see
was
that
a
until
red
toward the
herring
end,
or
then-
some sort.
I could hear it.
Mark Hamill did a great job changing his voice because he's done so many different characters, and you can usually hear, oh, that's Mark Hamill. But that
Yeah.
one, he did. There's only like a couple of lines I heard that gave it away, and the rest of the time
Yeah.
it sounded quite different. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah.
my Hamill meter popped up there. Like, okay, I heard that.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually he when he does a voice that's not the Joker, it's very close to his normal one.
Yeah,
But-
or you hear Joker threads
Yeah,
to it. Yeah.
yeah. Like the trickster
Wait,
in the Flash.
You get, I think
Yes.
I was about to make that joke and you took it from.
Sorry. You gotta be quick on the draw.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. So who was I to? Was it?
Steven.
You were going towards me, and then we went into
Steven.
Ed Mo because I'm an
Okay.
idiot. So
No.
Yeah.
Not an
All
idiot.
Didn't mean to.
Who have I asked so far? Just Dallas?
And you.
Wait, me and Dallas. Oh yeah, because we had the same tragic maker. Okay, so I'll go to Steven next. All right, so let's Ripper the Hoblock. What are you saying?
The
Cardinal?
Hobgoblin. He probably
Yeah, I
voiced
know
the
that.
Hobgoblin.
yes, he was the
Oh, these are
Hobgoblin
people
in
he
the
voiced.
Fox Spider-Man cartoons. Yes.
Oh, okay.
One of those iterations
Thank
of
you for the
Spider-Man
context.
cartoons.
Yeah, the late '90s version. Little worse
Which
for
was a
wear,
great
but
version.
The important thing is, yes, fantastic.
All right, here we go. We're gonna go back.
Slow
from
and
end
boring.
notes. Why did I send that back to you, Paul? Why did I do that to myself?
Thank you,
All
Paul.
Going back in 5, 4, 3. Let's go next to Steven. So this was a childhood favorite of yours, but what was the thing you ultimately hated about it on this rewatch?
Okay, because I was sweating trying to decide, was my previous dislike about unanswered questions, was that my tragic maker, or is this next one?
Okay.
I guess just for the sake of conformity, I'll say it's this one, the opening credits. And what's hilarious, no, you're finding that funny. What's even funnier for me is I had never heard anybody complain about opening credits until I started listening to your show. And the first person I heard say it, yes. The first person I heard say it was Paul.
Yeah.
And the first time I heard Paul complain about opening credits, I thought he was an idiot. I'm like, who complains about opening credits? I'm
You're
like, that is
welcome.
such, I'm like, that is such a nitpicky, stupid thing. But in this case, I agree with everything you guys have said. We had massive excitement, and they set this thing up for just rocket fuel amazement, and then we had a crash and burn. That's probably the only time I've ever, during opening credits, been checking my phone. Like, Yeah, I looked up occasionally to see if there's a name I liked. Other than that, I'm just like, yeah, forget it. So,
Right.
and
Exactly.
and I thought of how you guys always complain about white text, black background, and it's like, oh, they spiced that up with a little bit of curvature to the letters and a drop shadow or something, and then that was it. So
My point proven. Thank you.
so Paul, I take back almost all the bad things I've been saying about you, almost all of them. So, so that is my tragic maker.
Awesome. Very good. Very good.
I'm sorry that your tragic maker is that you had to take back some of the things that you thought bad
my
about
God.
me.
That's how we would Paul.
Not all of them.
Paul-
Not all of them. But.
Okay, good.
Paul, why don't you end us with your tragic maker for Batman Beyond Return?
Am I the last
I'm
one?
sorry,
Did
dang
Dale
it, in
go?
the mood. I accidentally crossed off Dale. Oh no,
That would.
I crossed
It's
off
for you,
Paul
Ashley.
accidentally.
Number 5.
All right, I don't need that type of aggravation, Dallas. By the
Where's
way, if
the
I
cheers and
Dallas or
applause?
Dale, if I call you the reverse, I'm sorry. The D's and you guys being in
D&D.
the same room is very confusing to me. So I'm doing
Dallas,
my best.
Dale, one of you by the wham sign.
Okay, so Dale. No. So I'm gonna go you next, Dale, after the sudden mode. Okay. All right. So opening credits for Steven. So that makes 3. Dale, were the opening credits your tragic maker, or did something else break this movie for you?
Something else, but
Oh.
I'd like to mention something first.
Go for it.
and this is a stab to Warner Brothers, maybe not the movie itself, but you got a movie that's full of blood and maybe some horrid stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff that you wouldn't want a 5-year-old to look at.
Yeah.
But when the movie begins, here comes the Warner Brothers shield. And you got Bugs Bunny coming out of there, and the Looney Tunes theme playing, and it seems to indicate here's a movie that your 5-year-old might enjoy.
Yeah.
And as you're going along, and about maybe 30 minutes later, you're pushing your child out of there, that 5-year-old out of there. It's even
Bunny
yours
isn't here yet.
Cut or uncut version. Yeah.
Well, there is a scene where a Bugs Bunny cartoon in there, but
That's true.
but
With the
Oh,
dog.
yeah,
Yeah.
but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your
Yeah. Pause.
You're,
Pause. There's a sound got inserted somewhere. There's like clicking, like.
It stopped now.
Yeah.
We're good.
well.
Somebody was getting a text message.
I'm
Uh,
sorry.
sorry,
I'm
Ashley,
sorry.
that was number 6.
I'm
Well-
sorry. Those burritos were getting to me. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's what
Well-
it is. Don't eat before podcast, Steven. Jeez.
Well,
That's
anyway,
just
that
I just
that's
eat during
obvious
podcasting. Yeah.
Oh
There
my
we go. Nice.
that was my.
I'm
little-
never
I
coming
appreciate
back,
you
am
being
I?
here,
I'm never
Steven.
coming.
No, I appreciate you being here. Don't take my aggravations.
He's
as-
just upset that someone else is eating.
Oh my gosh.
Here's what I think of that. Okay.
Sorry, Ashley. It's not my fault. I was trying to stay at 5 Edna modes. Really, really trying.
But
Okay,
no.
but no. So okay, so that was the clicking. That's over now. So back to you. We'll go back to you, Dale. Do you remember where you were in terms of where you
Well,
were saying?
Yes,
Okay, so
my stab
going
at
back.
my little stab at Warner Brothers. You have a movie or animated movie that's full of strings of blood and horrid moments, and at the start of it, you got the Warner Brothers emblem and Bugs Bunny coming out of it, and was to indicate here's a movie suitable for your little 5-year-old. And as you're going along, about 30 minutes later, you're pushing your child out of there because of what you're seeing.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, it depends on the child, but yeah, I
But-
could see that.
But again, that's toward Warner Brothers. It's 20
Yeah.
years ago. They may not do it no more, but that's my thing.
Mhm.
My true tragic maker. Y'all said earlier that y'all like most of the actors that their roles and whatever.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
My- I might be getting ready to incite a riot, but my
Careful.
I had a little problem with Angie Harmon as Barbara Gordon.
Come on.
Oh, as the Commissioner Barbara Gordon?
Aw. I
Right.
like her way better than the other commissioners.
I enjoyed her
voice,
smoky
but-
voice. I was like, oh, for once,
Well,
she looks like her voice
don't know.
sounds.
For whatever the reason,
Mhm.
every time she would speak,
Hmm.
it felt like she was off.
Oh,
I don't
like out of sync almost.
I don't know. All I knew now, and I watched it on HBO Max,
Mm.
and now everybody, Mark Hamill, Kevin Conroy, everybody was in their own groove. But when I would hear Harmon speak as Barbara, it just seemed off,
Yeah.
and it just threw me.
Maybe it's from when she got healed from being paralyzed from the Joker, and now she's walking again. It also threw off her voice.
Maybe, perhaps, but
Deep cut.
Which
Paul,
ro-
my
yeah.
goodness.
but for me watching the movie, it just that was my
It threw you
tragic
off.
maker.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Totally throws you out of the movie
Mhm.
during those
And
scenes.
she has a significant role. I mean, she's not on it the whole time, but yeah, I could see how that'd be like almost like the
good chunk
opening
of it.
credits is like just like
Now,
and
I understand. Now I understand that during the series you had Stockard Channing voice in there.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps they were going for that tone,
Oh,
but at the same time, for me,
yeah.
it disturbed me or
Mhm.
didn't
Yeah, I
work for
don't-
me.
I don't like it when the series has one voice and then they do a movie and it's a different voice. That
Well,
definitely
actually,
throws things off.
They changed it to her during the series run. I know it's not the
Oh, there was a
original
switch.
voice.
Well, I don't
There
like when
was a
they do that
switch.
either.
Well,
It's kind of like when they replaced Aunt Viv. It's like, what's happening?
Yeah.
There's a YouTube video about why that happened. I don't know how
Yeah.
accurate it is, but Aunt Viv from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. For those that are like, Aunt Viv, what does that have to do with Batman?
Well, I remember I remember in the original Batman animated series,
Mhm.
the Penguin was voiced by Paul Williams.
Yeah.
He's a singer, actor. You know.
Yeah.
If you're a Smokey a Bandit fan, he was Little Enos.
Mhm.
I thought it was Burgess Meredith.
That's
that
the
was
66
I
version.
know. I'm making it funny, guys. Jeez. I thought
Well-
it was Danny DeVito.
well when you get to Batman, the Mystery of the Batwoman,
Mhm.
is voiced by David Eugene Stiers. He's some of y'all may recognize him as the voice of the clock in Beauty and the Beast.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Clocksworth.
Or for me,
Clocksworth.
I'm nearly 50 years old. I remember him best as Charles Emerson Winchester III in MASH.
Oh,
Of course.
But he voiced the Penguin in that movie. But
okay.
and obviously you could tell the difference. But
Mhm.
it just in Batman Beyond, I get that I can see that I can hear that they were going for a tone. It was just off.
Mhm.
And that's all I got.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Let's see, and that actually, I guess, leaves me with that to ask Paul, what was the most off for you?
Okay. I'm sorry, but I definitely have a tragic maker.
Wow.
Okay. I was actually enjoying this movie about halfway through. This was a mystery. Who is the Joker? It's like a who done it, and it's like, oh, they're actually gonna use Batman's detective skills, the greatest detective. Like, okay, I'm liking where this is going. Like, okay, if maybe it is Tim Drake, like at the beginning or towards the middle, like, oh, but then they go, they find him, he's a pudgy old guy that's like kind of cranky, and then like, oh, maybe it is the guy who's trying to take over Wayne Enterprise, Jordan Price, because he has that build and everything. Like maybe he's the Joker's son,
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. But then I'm trying to think, and I'm trying to reason this out. Okay, it wouldn't be Tim Drake because that's a little too obvious, or no, not too obvious. It wouldn't be Jordan Price because that would be too obvious because he looks too much like it. So I'm thinking, yeah. So I'm thinking there's Ra's al Ghul with the Lazarus Pit or something. Let's.
Yes.
But then I don't understand how people say this is well written because you have a pudgy old guy who physically transforms to being this tall, skinny guy as the Joker. And
Thank you.
And he not only does his physique change somehow with a microchip. I don't care how far you are in the future. It's not going to do that. It's not going to change your vocal cords to sound exactly like the Joker. It wasn't like Tim Drake acting like the voice actor for Tim Drake trying to act like the Joker. That would make sense. If they wanted it, it would make sense if it was like a hologram projected and he had like a voice transmitter or something in the future, but to have it physically change, like it sounds, it's just wrong. You can't just take a character that is well formed at the beginning or in the middle of the movie and completely transform him and say, ta-da, he's the bad guy who doesn't look or sound exactly or anything like that. That's the big answer to the mystery. It freaking ruins the movie. I'm totally invested, and then you just throw that garbage of an answer at me. It just infuriates me. It makes me not want to watch because it doesn't make sense. I can't follow the logic, and I don't understand how people.
Even if you wanted to forgive several of those things, he got about 8 or 9 inches taller all of a sudden.
Yes,
He just-
exactly.
yeah,
I can understand like, okay, he was kind of hunched up. Okay, now he's standing straight up, but he has a lot of body fat and a lot of like his nose and chin completely are changed. It's almost like it feels like, okay, they had an answer like Ra's al Ghul or something, but because of A, B, and C, that wouldn't work. Okay, Jordan Price can't be the son of Joker because X, Y, and Z. Okay, what do we have? Tim Drake. Okay, he's the bad guy. Like at the end, it was kind of like switched and made it like that because it's such a weird like, what just happened? It doesn't
Exactly.
make any sense.
So, Paul, would you say it's something like it makes you feel something like this?
I hated her so much.
The reveal, yes, at the flames.
Flames on the side of my face. Breathing, heaving breaths, heaving.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly.
That I'm glad you said, because that bothered me too. Like the entire time, like I know the answer, and I'm watching, and I'm going, man, this isn't happening. Like this isn't like Celesta has no concept of what's happening. It was kind of cool watching it with somebody who's never seen it before.
Yeah, totally.
But I'm sitting there going, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. Like the body doesn't work. And the one thing that I think they tried to cover it because they said that his DNA was also implanted into Tim. I'm like,
yeah, but it's
what
a
kind
little
of weird
shit,
magic are you doing though to make him like all of a sudden his chin goes from nice thick round to pointy, and like he grows like 10 inches all of a sudden. I mean, it's just
his nose changes, and it's
It's a heck of a
like 60
nose
pounds.
job. Even this is the world with splicing, and like again, that's another thing. This is a world where they have splicing.
Right, right.
This just seems too dramatic to me.
Right. I know Dale was mentioning he didn't like the Joker's transformation sometimes with his teeth. This transformation is just all wrong.
Yeah, I wish that it was. I like that it's Tim. I think that's a cool like reveal, but how it's Tim, I don't get. Yeah, but it doesn't make sense.
They should have drawn
how
Tim.
His body.
Yeah.
It should have been Jason.
Well, then you're getting into Hush territory, but no spoilers there.
Yeah. Well, the only two
They ruined that movie
two
too.
fixes. Yeah, the only two fixes I could think of that would have made it work better is A, draw old man Tim more physically like the Joker.
Right.
Or B, do sort of a I am Oz the Great and Powerful kind of thing where Paul mentioned have there be a body double or a hologram or some out front actor as the Joker, and really Tim is the Joker behind the Joker. That would have worked
more sense.
But, and even if you then went with the microchip where his skin turned white, but he was still Tim's build. So it was like the Joker's mind. If it was the Joker's mind and the Joker's voice, let's even forgive the voice. The Joker's mind and the Joker's voice.
All right, fine. We'll forgive
body.
the voice. There's still too much to not forgive.
Well, we've got Mark Hamill. Come on, but
yeah,
either one of those solutions would have worked better. Yes.
Right.
All right. Well,
it's such a disappointment to the mystery that they had built up, which I thought was a great mystery.
Yeah, totally. Much better than another Batman film that was released in theaters, which was
The Mask of the Phantasm.
I won't talk about it right now.
Okay.
Do not diss Master of the Phantasm. I will fight you.
Oh
yes, I will jump.
You
want
to talk about
jump through the podcast?
Want to talk how bad that movie was?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's talk about how bad.
All right,
let's go. I got another 2 hours. I have knots in my system.
All right.
That 1.81. Forget that ratio. It's got to be at least 2.3.
Okay.
16 by 9.
Maybe next show.
Maybe, but you know what? We've entered our trajectories into the firing computer for Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker. Let's not muddle the system up for Alice, and let's find out what our firing solution is.
Okay.
Firing solution complete. Rating salvo at the ready. On your mark.
Finally complete. That took a while, but okay, we're there.
Do we rate Impatience XO? Geez. Do we rate Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker a classic? We'd recommend anyone go see this, whether or not they've seen it before. It's definitely worth your time to watch. A nostalgic, if you remember enjoying it as a kid or young adult, or sometime in the past watching it and you liked it, then yeah, definitely it's worth your time to watch it again, revisit those memories. But if you've never seen it before, maybe go with one of the other DC animated movies or just another Batman film in general. Or is it a tragic? It's not worth anyone's time. if you've never seen it before, keep it that way. And if you have seen it before and have fond memories, don't sully those memories with a rewatch. So let's start with our newest member of the crew. Damn it. End of mode.
7, 6.
Because I
Seven.
guess I was gonna go with Steven, but he's not really a member of the crew like
No,
Dale is.
Dale
so-
is. You don't want to.
so-
Don't ruin it
How's-
for Dale.
How does that work again? When you're a first-time guest, you're a what?
You're a guest.
Just a guest?
You're a guest for the first
Okay.
2 times.
Be our guest.
Then-
Be our guest.
All right.
We kidnapped you and put you in the basement.
No,
ship.
I always think of
Slow and boring.
It's like they're. I always sort of envision guests that I've just been on a couple times as they're sort of
Check me
charter. No, well, like they booked a flight on orbits. We came up. We were like, I don't know. We were just in their price range. So
I want to visit. I want to revisit Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker.
Exactly.
Hey, this retro pod is going that way. They're pretty cheap. Let's try them out.
Not,
Or maybe
So-
not real high quality, but they're all right. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we'll see. You have to go a couple.
It's better than the
times to
Spirit
really see the
Airline, man. What are you
quality.
gonna do?
You
Yeah.
get a continental breakfast.
Yeah, they're
of your
Spirit
fudge
Airlines of
cookies.
the bunch.
Anyway,
I'm like riding in a go-kart.
hey, Lauren. Back to it. End of mode. So okay. So let's start for our final reigns with the newest person here, Steven. What is you love this as a kid? It sounds like. What was your final reign though? Seeing it as an adult.
Yes, this was a top contender for Batman movies as a kid. I have to work hard to put my biases aside because I am a bit of a Batman fanboy. I don't really care which version, which actor, which generation of him. I don't really care. I love Batman. Yes, so taking that filter off and watching it and thinking about it, I still really enjoyed it. And as an adult watching this thing, 16, 17 years later, there were, I said a couple things that bugged me, and then,
Sorry.
you got me. Sorry, folks. So these guys are crazy. There were a couple small things that bugged me, but nothing that ruined the film. As you guys are talking about it, there were a couple more that I missed that I'm now scratching my head going, well, that wasn't quite right. But none of it makes me not want to see it. My oldest son just turned 4, and I'm already slowly indoctrinating him into the Church of Batman. We're already starting to watch Batman stuff. So
Parenting
this
done
is
right.
Yeah, yes. This movie is a few years ahead of a 4-year-old. I'm not going to show it to him just yet, but so if I was going to show it to anybody, it wouldn't be a 4-year-old. Yeah, a couple more months. He turned 4 yesterday, so
Just start him off on the Killing Joke. It'll be okay.
Oh no.
Wow.
I'm not old enough to watch The Killing Joke. I'm sorry. I'm a born again Baptist preacher. I can't do that. No. I'm gonna go with classic just because though it's flawed, it's not perfect. It is still very good, and it's one I want to show to my kid when he's just a little bit older, and it's one that I would not have a problem with revisiting on HBO Max again very soon. So and I actually watched this twice. I watched this twice for this review. So,
Oh wow.
yeah, and it didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't bother me. So
Invested. So you predict.
so I'll take the asterisk off my classic.
There you go. And final reign is classic.
Wow.
Let's go to our newest member of our crew, Dale. What is your final reign for Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker?
Well, again, this is my second time ever watching or seeing the film, but I have to go. I still go nostalgic.
Nostalgic for final. Okay. Let's see. But
You don't want to qualify that?
Dale, it was so good. Do you enjoy the guy who played the
Excuse
guitar?
you?
Fine, Paul. Never mind. I was just whatever. Fine. You want me to continue? I guess XO. All right.
No,
fine.
talking about how good it was. Do you want me to go over? I have some more dislikes. If you want me to.
Well, we're not to you yet, Paul.
Okay.
Dallas, you predicted classic with an asterisk. What was your final rating?
So I'm my final rating for Mask of the Phantasm is classic.
Ah,
Get out. Where's the eject button? XO, where's the eject button?
Right here.
There you go.
Well played.
Not again.
Okay, Dallas. But
So,
we're not talking about Mask of the Phantasm. We're talking about Return of the Joker. What is your final rating for that?
My final rating for it is after rewatching it, I'm gonna knock it down to a nostalgic. It's a high nostalgic.
Really? Okay.
I enjoy. Again, I'm a Batman nut. I've watched probably every Batman film that I can get my hands on. I've seen all but the 1966 Batman movies in theater. So
Nice.
I have a lot of love for bats, but it's definitely nostalgic. Like it's a made for TV movie, and you can tell the animation wasn't as sharp as it could have been for a feature film such as Mask of the Phantasm, and the plot holes that were there, the things that like the laser thing, the fact that it was the whole thing with the Joker transforming out of Home Dude's body, the fact that it wasn't freaking Jason Todd
Or Clayface.
Who's Jason Todd?
Jason
He's
Todd
the
was
second
the
Robin.
Yeah, he was the
Depending on
Robin
which
that the
version
Joker.
you're watching.
Yeah, he's the Robin that actually the Joker killed, and he came back later.
Red Hood.
He got better. He walked it off after he took the Lazarus pet.
It was only a flesh wound.
So that's my
Flesh
thing.
wound.
It's the nostalgia
Nice
for
one,
me
Paul.
today.
Nostalgia. All right. So wow, downgrade. All right, Paul, you had nostalgic with it, asterisk.
Yeah.
What was your final rating?
That reveal at the end absolutely killed and ruined this movie for me,
really?
unfortunately. Because
No
I was
joke.
enjoying like the animation, I was enjoying the characters, the dialogue. Because of those things, the things that I did like, I'm going to keep it at nostalgic. It's certainly, I would not recommend this to anybody except, watch out for, the whole plot. Just forget trying to figure it out. It won't make sense.
You have to turn your brain off. Is that one of these?
You don't, even if you try to turn your brain off, no. But if you liked it, you probably will. But just watch out. There's a doozy in there, a couple of them.
So we have 3 nostalgics so far. So it probably doesn't really matter what I rated. So maybe I just
end of
rate
show.
it. So just go ahead. Oh wait, no, I know. I rate. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna give my rating of tragic.
Wow.
For Batman Mask of the Phantasm.
It's not even
But
Disney.
for Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker, I still really enjoy it. You guys bring up a valid point about Joker not looking anything like Tim Drake. That, for whatever reason, and I don't get why, it doesn't bother me. I mean, I guess because Tim's not being disobedient or something.
Tim wasn't disobedient.
Get out!
No, I guess he didn't kill Batman when Joker told him to. So I guess he was a little bit, but
And the Hyena kid never talked either.
I guess maybe it's my love for Batman Beyond. I think I love Batman Beyond even more than the animated series.
What?
So
That's heresy. That's heresy.
oh my gosh, guys!
Paul, we're planning a mutiny.
Wow,
right.
no mutinies here. I'll eject you all. But so I rate Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker a classic. But according to the Retro Rewind
Love you, Paul.
podcast,
Wait. How many ratings do you have?
as a whole, 5.
Okay. Because you said 3 at one point and then you talked. So I just wanted to make sure we got
3
everybody.
nostalgics. And then
Okay.
we had
The
Steven's
classic from-
my class.
All right. Sorry, my math. All
1
right.
plus 2 plus 2 plus 1.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Good point.
So according to the Retro Rewind podcast, we rate collectively Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker, a disputed nostalgic film. If you remember liking it as a kid or young adult, go watch it again. You'll totally have a fun time, though you may be bothered by some of the weirdness, especially Joker's transformation. But if you've never seen this before, I don't know, one of you people that said nostalgic, what would be a better Batman animated film to go watch?
Mask of the Phantasm.
I know. Why didn't we ask that? Jeez, what's right into that?
I was about to say, yeah.
Wow.
Just so long as it's not Batman Ninja. Oh my word.
No more from you guys. No more
What?
from you guys.
I like Batman Ninja.
I love that one.
ABK's on my side, so we automatically win.
Win the
Now, you know
Losers Club. What?
You know what? Let's get back to our own time. Good old 20XX.
20XX?
Comsat online. Receiving incoming transmission.
Oh, feels good to be back, but we wouldn't have been able to travel back to 2000 to begin with, in the year 2000 to begin with, if it weren't for our amazing reflux capacitors, namely Jared Holzhauer, Deborah Powers, Brian Keating, Patrick Hicks, LJ Lowry, Chris Cowan, Chris Owens, Geek Devotions, The Untold Podcast, Mrs. Lomax, James Kennison, Drew of the Cellcast, Ashley Cronenberg, Pastor Dustin. Dang it. Enema.
Wow.
I know, right?
Am I yawn to it too?
No.
I was about to say, why are
I
all
forgot
these
to do
numbers
something.
in here now? You changed it. Is that what's throwing
I
you
was
off?
Making sure. No. I was making sure. The
Oh,
count
yeah.
was
Okay.
right,
Okay.
from before, that had nothing to do with this. No, I just
Okay.
I didn't do a call out.
Call
Which
out.
version?
Jared, oh my
The chat
gosh.
room's. Sorry, the chat room's asking which version of Batman Ninja. It doesn't matter. It's just horrid.
The Japanese
It's the-
version is the one you should watch.
It is.
I watched it. It was English that I saw, and when I subscribed to HBO Max, I didn't realize that all the DC stuff was in there, and so I was like, "Yeah, you're right. I'm just gonna blaze through this and watch all these," and I got to Batman Ninja after watching almost all the other ones. For some reason, I'm like, I'll watch that one later, and I tried. I really tried. I could not finish that piece of crap. I just couldn't do it.
Are you a fan of
so badly.
Japanese anime and the tropes?
That's a good question.
That's
explains
serious. Yeah, that's
explains
why.
And I understood they were going for that, and maybe it's because
Right.
that's not my cup of tea. I'm not a 13-year-old Japanese girl. Maybe that's why it bothered me. But
I
You're a
almost
13-year-old Japanese girl?
what?
I missed it too.
Say?
Quite.
There's Gotham Knights.
Oh, that was my man.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Oh, is that with Commissioner Gordon?
No, Gotham Knights was the it was like when they did the Animatrix. It's 9
Oh, the different stories by
different
the
stories
that
tell or something.
In
Yeah.
different,
I like that one either.
in
One of the
different
only-
animation styles.
Those
Yeah.
are like the only 2 Batman movies I've ever really been disappointed in. Even
You know what?
Interesting.
Flashpoint. That was fun.
Yeah. I mean, I would
Is that
even
Batman?
take the
Justice League Flash.
Yeah, I'd even take the George Clooney Batman and Robin over either one of those animated movies.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, I know that's the I just
Well, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, I know I stepped on some sacred cows just now, but okay, we got to get out of Edna mode here. But
That's right.
Son of Batman in the chat room, yes, Son of Batman. I
That was a
enjoyed
good
that
one.
very
That
much.
was terrible.
See, I
Well, we
liked you
disagree.
two
That's
going on
fine.
this. Yeah.
But I read the
guys, you know
comics
what?
is based
I
off of.
think we
Okay,
let's
that's
get
the
back to
problem,
this.
Dallas.
We all agree Mask of the Phantasm is horrible. So let's get back to
No,
this.
we
Okay.
don't.
No, we don't.
Someone's not been paying attention. Oh, someone's trying to be the peacemaker here. Got it. Okay.
Look,
Hey, doesn't
I
it feel
liked- I
good to
liked
be back
Gotham
in
by
the year
Gaslight.
Oh yeah.
Can we be out of Edna Mode, guys? And
All right,
Gotham
here
by Gaslight. That's the Commissioner Gordon one, right? Yeah.
Thank you. Jared Holzhauer, Deborah Powers, Brian Keating, Patrick Hicks, LJ Lowry, Chris Cowan, Chris Owens, Geek Devotions. Oh, you're right here.
Woo!
The Untold Podcast, Mrs. Lomax, James Kennison, Drew of the Cellcast, Ashley Cronenberg, Pastor Dustin, Kennethan, Redeemed Otaku, Ryan Lingle, That's Our Bobo, Josh Adams, D. Tungsten, Andy Lewis, Jeff, Little Ronan, The Dapper Man Reviews, and newest patron, Tony from Retro Days, in addition to
Awesome.
6 other awesome patrons as well.
Woohoo!
Thank you all so much for keeping the gigawatts coming. And if you want to help us keep flying for as little as $1 a month and get bonus content for your generosity, head over to retrorewindpodcast.com/support to help us grow via Patreon, Subscribestar, or PayPal.
This stream is sponsored by PaulJPowers.com.
And while we're thanking our supporters, we also want to give a big bat hug to our guests for coming and supporting us. I don't know what a bat hug feels like. I don't want to know. But thanks for sharing your thoughts on Batman Return. What?
Nothing. I didn't say
Okay, I'm the
anything. Continue,
master
Paul.
interrupter. I will continue. Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker tonight. We're going to go in alphabetical order. I think Dale comes before Dallas, if I can spell correctly. So, Dale, where can people find you online? Is there anything cool you got going on that people should know about?
I don't have anything cool going on at the moment. Just But
Yeah, me neither.
You can find me mostly on the Devoted Geek Life webpage or
Nice.
Facebook page rather. You'll see me there.
All right. Look for Dale at Devoted Geek Life page. Cool. Dallas, how can people find you online or what you got going on?
Yeah, you can mostly find me. Just look for Geek Devotions on just about any social media platform that's out there that's viable at the moment. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Just look for Geek Devotions. You can check out our website, geekdevotions.com, where we post our devotions. And of course, our YouTube channel, which is our main thing, where we post devotions every Friday at 4 p.m. Based off geek pop culture items designed to let people know that they are loved.
Yeah. And Steven, thanks for being our newest guest host.
Thank you, Steven.
So where can people find you online and what do you got going on that people should know about?
Well, to find more about my ministry of gospel music and preaching and ventriloquism and stuff, my website is my last name, Forrester, Forester, ministries.com. Right on the homepage, there's a video that introduces me and plays clips of the music, forresterministries.com. I'm kind of more branded as Stephen Forrester Ministries. That's all over Facebook and Instagram. I keep those updated pretty regularly, and you can learn more about me. My music is all over, I think, all of the streaming platforms as Stephen Forrester or Stephen Forrester Ministries. Small correction I got to make in Apple Music. That's still as Stephen and Marie Forrester from when my wife traveled with me. But other than that, yeah. So all over the streaming services for the music, Forrester Ministries for the website, or Stephen Forrester Ministries on social media.
Cool.
Very, very cool. And that'd be the best way to like book you if the church wanted to bring you out or anything like that, or
yes, all the contact info, the music info, all that, the demos, all that stuff's on there.
Well, very cool, awesome. And thank you again so much for coming on the show and being here. And same to you, Dallas, and same to you, Dale. Paul.
We'll see. Jury's still out.
Paul's the spare part.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't even like me that much, so
Oh my gosh.
I like you, Paul.
But no, I really, really appreciate each one of you. Dale, Dallas, and Steven, thank you so much for being here. And a hearty thanks to those of you listening for the first time, whether this is
you said Hardy, and every time you say that, I always think, well, Hardy har har.
Hey, thanks to those of you listening for the first time, and of course, all of you who are a part of the Rad Rewind.
Who had 9?
Oh, we're not there yet. We're not done.
Wow. Where do I say thank you to Paul? I think that always throws me that I never really thank Paul.
No, you do at the end.
You thank the three of us.
An awesome friend.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, I do.
Thank you for being an amazing friend and for another fun voyage, Paul. I have been and continue to be the captain of the pod, Francisco Ruiz. You can find me at FX Retro _, especially if you need pixel art commission.
Okay. Oh my gosh. How long have I been doing this show?
Did you see what's in the comments? They're saying, you don't thank Paul, you use Paul. Then you throw him against the wall like a wet paper towel.
Wow.
Remember those wall crawlers, those sticky things that you throw against the wall, those octopus things and what? That's one of me.
Awesome.
And to answer your question, you've been doing this.
Yeah.
You've been doing this for 226 episodes. So.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
27 now.
Well, yeah. All right, we can do this. We can do this, Francisco. You can do this. By golly, people like
Thank you again, all you guests, and a hearty har har thanks to those of you listening.
All right, okay. Okay, here we go. You got this, Francisco. You're good. Here we go. End of mode. Thank you again so much to Dale, Dallas, Steven. It's been such a treat getting to discuss Batman Beyond with you. And a hearty thanks to those of you listening for the first time. And of course, all of you who are a part of the Rad Rewinder community, you all who watch us live every week, whether we're recording this podcast or playing retro games, you're an amazing group of people helping sustain the pod. But if you're looking for ways to get involved in growing this Retro Rewind endeavor, reach out to us on social media where we are at Retro Rewind Pod, pretty much everywhere. You could buy some of our merch. You could leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or Podchaser, become a monthly patron, or simply just share your favorite episode of the podcast with a friend so that more people can enjoy the content of the Retro Rewind Pod.
It'd be funny if it weren't so pathetic. No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.
You've been listening to RetroRewindPodcast.com/227. I think there was a TV show called 227. Anyway, we're not reviewing that. Our review of Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker, with me as your XO, which stands for Kiss and Hug, right? Executive Officer, is that what that is?
No, the executive officer, not kiss
Oh,
and
okay.
hug officer. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What a relief.
PaulJPowers.com. That's me. You can find me online on all my social medias at PaulJPowers.com.
Thank you for being an amazing friend, Paul, for being on another fun voyage. I have been and continue to be the captain of the pod, Francisco Ruiz. Find me on Twitter at @FXRetro_, especially if you need pixel art work commissioned.
And we are honored to announce we are part of the Christian Geek Central network at ChristianGeekCentral.com, because we never announced that before. So this is the first time that you're hearing this, and if you have, if you've heard this before, you're probably a time traveler like us.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Captain, we are on final approach to the base. Something about Salvo Authority has been jammed. Oh, sorry, it's been granted.
Oh, well, that's good. That's a relief.
Yeah.
Thank you, XO, and thank you all for listening. We pray you are more joyful now than when you first hit play. And I really mean that. I pray pretty much every time before this that you guys are more joyful now at the end of this than you were at the beginning. But like a Pokemon, we gotta catch you all for Airplane! ! Our next episode of the Retro Rewind Podcast.
We're going on an airplane?
Retro Rewind mission complete. Proceed to nav point Omega and return to base.
It'd be fun. Adios, Brucey. I guess I should salute you as a worthy adversary and all that, but the truth is, I really did hate your guts.
Shui.
I think that's a great place to end it.
All right.
All right.
So now we review the series, right?
Oh my gosh. Don't stop recording. Leave your recordings going. But if you need, we're going to stop the stream here in a second. If you need
But we're going to keep recording.
Oh, yeah, we're going to keep recording. Just stop it in the stream because we're going to be going to bonus content. Thank you, Ashley. Nice work, y'all. Thank you. I agree, Oracle. Christian Geek Central Pater should start streaming on Twitch, but he's like, Mr. YouTube, that's fine. Or he should just restream everywhere. What? What is that, Steve?
We didn't do the spiritual question or thought thing, but
we're about to.
That's the bonus content. Okay,
that's the bonus content. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not a subscriber. I didn't know that. So.
No worries. No worries.
For $1 a month, you too can get this bonus content.
Exactly.
I should.
Hey, I like that.
I'm glad.
Cobra Kai, not Cobra Kai. Karate 3. All right.
Did you see the teaser for Cobra Kai season 4?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched any of Cobra Kai.
Come on, it's so good.
Oh wait, do you like the Karate Kid movies?
Oh, that's a good.
That's all right.
Well then, don't worry about it.
I haven't seen them since I was a kid, so I don't know.
Did you enjoy it as a kid?
I mean, I was a kid, so
I enjoyed it punching. As a kid.
It's like you're a Mask of the Phantasm fan or something.
Yeah,
like I have good taste. No, you never actually reviewed Mask of the Phantasm.
No, we haven't.
No.
Is it up there? Is it in?
Has it been nominated? I don't know.
I'm voting for it now if it is.
Or you can watch.
Let's see. It is
Francisco,
not.
when you edit this, you may need to edit my track a little bit. I'm coming out of a cold, so I'm doing a lot of.
That's fine.
I've been trying to hide them all night, but I've been bumping the mic and coughing, so you may have to.
Appreciate you trying to hide it, but Francisco's not going to waste his precious time with editing. He's just going to slap it on there.
All right, that's fine.
I edit out stuff like that, Paul.
Jeez,
I do. I mute and things, and I silence other things. I just don't care about ums. It's just like nobody got time for that. If I had, that's not purposeful ums. I need to work on my ums. Regardless, this isn't the
Hey.
Wow. Anyway, everyone watching, we're gonna end the stream here. Thank you all so much for hanging out here. It's been awesome getting to see some of your reactions and put those in the stream. So thank you so much. Static Shock, I don't know. That's a game, right? Thank you for the good stream. Have a good
Static
night.
Shock was a series.
Oh, isn't it also a? Oh yeah.
It's also a game and also.
I thought it was a game. Yeah. Who's a heathen? I don't know what you're talking about.
Adios,
Top
Brucey.
Gun? What's better than Top Gun? I don't know. Probably not Mask of the Phantasm. Oh yeah, you can nominate it. It'll be a month before it's up for voting. Wow. Wow, Ashley.
That's if we're lucky.
Okay, guys. All right. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and end in prayer. Then we do a silly, Stephen. We do something called a stream face here, where we all just make a silly face as I'm ending the stream. So we'll pray, then do that, then we'll do bonus content. All right. Lord God, thank you so much for tonight. Thank you for each person here doing the show with me and each person watching live and being a part of this show. It's such a blessing that we can interact in this way, come together, even though we're so far apart in terms of geography. Thank you so much for this technology. Thank you for our friendship and fellowship that we get to have, regardless of distance. And I pray, Lord, that we'd all have an amazing rest of our weekend, that you protect us and provide for us all, and for those of us who have put our faith and trust in you, that we'd pursue more and more each day. And for those of us who haven't, that we would see your truth, your love, your grace, and your beauty in a fresh new way. I pray all these things in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
All righty. See you all later, and here is your stream face.
So how long does a stream face last? Have you ever timed it, or is it different each time? I don't know.
Edna mode.
What are you even saying right now? That's all fine and dandy when you're living in a van down by the river.